Konnichiwa, yokoso, CEOtaku, o mite imasu. Watashi wa Zero, kore wa watashi no Shinyu no J2 desu. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, top 8. Eno junbi wa dekete imasu ka?
Translators know what that means. Welcome to CEOtaku. We got some Granblue top 8 action for you guys, and I hope you are super excited to see it. Like you just said, I'm J2, this is Zero, and we're going to be bringing you guys that top 8 action. And that top 16 was an absolute bloodbath, as we saw, right? Both in the winners and the losers side, and I'm super excited to see these gamers battle it out.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Yo, big on it, dog. Like,
you know
I thought I had to translate.
I'm a bit of a Nihongo gamer. Okay,
you got it. Okay.
I'm a bit of a you know, Nihongo Jozu.
All right, but yes, spectacular top 16. We just wrapped up here. We have an even better top 8 in store for you. Let's take a look at that bracket real quick for folks at home who want to get that rundown. The Steeler, huge performance with this Avatar Belial. What a surprise on that one. Up against Elsa, pining for those points, wants to solidify that qualification Arc World Tour Finals. And then, of course, Aarondamac backed up against Xerom. Again, these two are going to be a battle of the titans on this winner side block here. And then on the loser side, we do have Angel with this Versusia, Zippy on Lucilius, and then to round it out, Elon with this run from Anre. Are you kidding me? But it's going to be up against Vaseraga on the side of BlueSkyGuy.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? We were talking about Angel earlier. I was like, oh, qualifies for top 8. And then we were like, wait, I was one round too early. But I ended up manifesting it because we do have Angel down in that hell side. But BSG, right? We saw a Vaseraga running into B-Bot earlier. So a rough, you know, zoner versus a Hulk and big body matchup. We might be seeing something very similar with Elon on this Anre as well, running into BSG. But before we head into that, of course, we have that winner's side, the Steeler, stealing the hearts of a lot of these Granblue spectators and gamers, right? You know, really tearing it up on the Avatar Belial in a way that, you know, a lot of us thinking, oh, okay, this character, super powerful, incredible toolkit, but volatile in the tournament environment because you have the lowest health in the game. You take a little bit of that health away on some of your best tools as well, but still holding on strong in this winner's side, but going up against a Titan in Elsa.
Oh, absolutely. The Steeler out here with this Avatar Belial, a character that's kind of been slept on for quite some time here, has always been a very potent character, even more so in this iteration of the game. I think folks are getting more comfortable with the fact that you have to sacrifice some health for bigger combos, and the way that Steeler has been fighting these conversions and knowing when to spend that high risk, high reward in their own favor is crucial, and it's going to be even more crucial in this match when you're going up against a neutral Titan that is Katalina in the hands of Elsa. It's a completely different beast, and yet Elsa still feels very confident that this is a very similar playstyle from Nier, being able to make some snipes, a similar startup at the 2M as it would be for Nier as well. So there's a lot of potential here on this play.
And they're checking out the voice language as well. I bet Xerom sent them up there and he was like, please, I will not play in this top 8 unless you turn off the English dub. Definitely a you know, divisive set of voice files there, but we are on the JP pulling up here with the Avatar Belial. But I'm sure we're going to be checking to make sure our buttons are all good before we head on into things.
Yes, of course. And thank you so much for everybody that's hanging out in the crowd. Let's make some noise for this top 8.
Yes,
Granblue. All right.
That's what we like to hear. All right, button check. This is how I know it's a button check, right?
What if it's not?
In the top 8, I don't know. We've been seeing the Katalina the entire bracket, but maybe Elsa's like, I got a little whimsy in me. I still got a second chance on the loser's side, but you really don't want to give that up, right? No. Especially as you're trying to solidify your spot on that AWT leaderboard to get that qualifying spot.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very crucial for Elsa. You want to go to the W here. Get that 100 points on the line as opposed to that 45.
Yeah.
Honestly, that Zippy set very well almost made this a short story here for Elsa, and yet we're still going the distance, trying to get that qualification. Zippy is still that crowned gatekeeper in this top 8 run, alongside Aarondamac. We have a couple already qualified Arc World Tour competitors here to make things a little difficult for the rest of them in this audience.
Exactly. I'm here for the love of the game, to stay sharp as a competitor, and it's not enough that I should succeed, others should fail. I'm trying to take those points away from the gamers fighting for their lives on that leaderboard. It makes things a little interesting, but there we go. The buttons are all good, Elsa. Of course, hydrating real quick before this first match, but the Steeler locked in on that Avatar Belial that's been doing them so well this entire bracket run.
Absolutely. Avatar Belial, this explosive character, as we float, take this refreshing drink of water. You know how it is. The hydration kicks in, and it's no.
Now, wait.
Nah, this is button check.
I was gonna say, I see that smirk from Elsa.
I see that, so you ain't slick.
I was gonna say, Beautifully designed, though. That being said, you know, maybe not your strongest winning chance heading on into it, but we're going right in. It's Avatar Belial versus Katalina, the Stealer versus Elsa for our first winner's side top 8 match.
I'm telling you, my pulse just went up when I saw
I was
that.
like, wait, no, don't do this.
Wait
Stop,
a minute.
stop.
This is it. This is our grand final.
Jawari da? All right, let's see it. Round number 1, playing super safe. All right, but immediately rolling on through the projectiles. It's a 6-6L to check you, and now we're looking up against the wall already.
Nice spot dodge. Oh, trying to sneak in with that EX thrust. Not going to quite work out, but do get a spot dodge from aerial laser.
Ooh, yeah, air unblockable that we pull up with the Pact. There we go, back over to the mid screen. We keep the combo going, too.
Nice dash L, full conversion. Can make a nice little spin. One more special, I believe.
Wait, it's still going side? Okay, meaty rock slide. Oh, the backdash just a little bit too far for the far end, but instead projectile for projectile, you fireball, and now we're bounced up against the wall, but no pickup off of that EX thrust.
All right, dash L, nice. Actually, you could kill off of this.
Yeah, you got the 100 behind it, and the Hell Drain allows you to get that SSBA as well. Should be a clean kill for the Stealer as long as we have no drops. We've dropped worse before, though, but still the scoop. Round number 1 to the Stealer.
Yo, Lucas, bump that bass. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the bass drop, shades of Happy Chaos gunshot resounding through the stadium, but still, 1 round.
So someone text me the sound designer's Twitter or Blue Sky. I need to let them know they did an excellent job.
That's what I'm saying. All right, more rock slides. I'm wondering how Katalina is supposed to deal with a lot of the flight shenanigans, right? Some of the sets that we've seen before with the Stealer, a lot of folks opting to go for, you know, either large anti-airs or air-to-air combat, but said Elsa with the jump in, finally able to find the hit, baits out the DP.
All right, that's a big opportunity here. Yeah, you know, some of that approach, we're going to be looking at potential projectile war, or even the thrust, right? If you can catch the recovery from landing, more trying to snipe folks out a little bit early. SBA to establish this lead, to strip one more Brave point away. We're in throw territory for victory for Elsa.
There we go. Up against the wall, you got 100 meter, but how are you going to use it? Looking to bait out this Brave counter, right? That light wall, that makes it so tricky to try and escape. The roll, definitely one of the more committal options to try and get out, but BC for Elsa to maintain this corner.
I mean, it is the Stealer, right? The Stealer has no health left, and yeah, you seal your own fate at that point. You do a little bit of work for Elsa, and Elsa will absolutely take advantage of it.
Here we go. Tied up around a piece.
Yo, excellent song choice, too, because this is a great way to kick off this top 8. Oh, nice conversion with the light. Excuse me,
Yeah,
Elsa.
there we go. EX thrust for the corner. Now we're just playing the Granblue zone. 5M, 2M. Looking for something here, but tricky on the spot dodges, right? Making Elsa, you know, second guess a little bit of these box out buttons.
Nice. Got the spot dodge. All fireball here.
Yeah, we're playing in a spacing where you don't have to worry about the, you know, unblockable. So we're big chilling out of that 45 degrees, just trying to make Stealer make any, you know, risky opportunity to try and escape. Empty flight.
Deep jump in, off the wall. It's going to end early here, unfortunately, because of the aerial combo.
Yeah, but good recognition from Elsa, not trying to extend the combo longer than it needed. U skill for U skill, the U fireball, and Elsa takes game number 1.
Very clean snipe, and again, that is the answer. That far reach of the alt fireball, able to snipe out against Avatar Belial, taking to the sky. It's just a matter of time, right? Because he had to bait out the link.
No.
God, no.
No, what do you mean your skill was misbound? Stealer,
It was a skill issue. Skill issue.
It was literally a skill button issue.
Skill issue. Skill issue.
Bro,
Excuse me.
It's a grilling game. It's, you know, it be what it be. We did have the button check.
We did. That's on you.
You know, sometimes the heat of the moment, you're like, oh, okay, I'll test out everything else. L, M, H. I got spot dodge ready. It's like, wait, why isn't my button coming out?
This is absurd. We talked about this in the last block. You know, you have a button check right there in character select, and here we are.
All right, now we got the sunglasses on, though. Future's so bright, we're still getting caught up by L thrust.
Oh, geez. Yeah, held on to light wall as best as we could, but the ground wave, not going to work.
Yeah. All right, spot dodges.
Yeah, great awareness here from Elsa to make the jump in, and of course you are in EX thrust range. That's a full convert. Oh, dropped a little bit. Excuse me.
Yeah, but I like the recognition though, right? A little bit too far for any of these normals, so just looking for the wall bounce off of that EX thrust. We knew what we were looking for, and scouting out for the double fireball as well. 6XL for the pickup. Should be a clean amount of damage here for Stealer. Light confirmed should kill after this.
All right, combo limit achieved.
Wait, I actually thought you were going to live with the sliver. Oh, but it's Avatar Belial.
Yes.
The tiny HP pool. We've been talking about it, now we're seeing it in action as well.
I was definitely surprised about the
Yeah,
throw.
me too.
Like, wait a minute.
I was like, oh, you got one more throw left in you. You
I had
did
to look
not.
at all the stocks of the diamonds and wait, did we just lose money on this?
I
Hold
got
on.
one more in me. Translator's note, he did not, but still pulling up here. The stealer. Oh, stolen away on the BP.
Oh.
Now you get no diamonds to your name.
They said diamonds are forever, though, Jatsu.
Diamonds are a little temporary in this version, at least, just spending all of them to try and escape with the stealer. Evening up the health lead.
Oh, no, a little bit too early on the meaty low. That's a fine call up, but unfortunately, Elsa does have opportunity here. Let's see. Ult fireball to finish the job. Elsa will take that round and game 2-0 against the stealer. Who was doing the stealing, really? It was Elsa stealing diamonds away from the stealer. If you do a poll right now, Elsa, I hope all the luck for you.
What is it? Is that Avatar below?
Other camera.
What is
It is Abel.
Why does he look like that? My character, your character. Consider the amount of health my champion has. But it's okay. We still got one more life here for the stealer down in the loser's side. So down but not out. I mean, making it into the winner's side with Avatar Belial. Again, a character that will explode given any opportunity or any missteps on the offense or defense. You know, that's how it be. But Elsa holding on strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Great awareness and understanding of the matchup, of course. Having to go up against Zane quite often with this character very early on.
Yeah.
Right now, obviously, Zane now more comfortable with Grimnir. Hello,
Exactly.
Zane and Khalil crew watching along with us at home. Thank you so much for your support, even though you're not. We wish you were here.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also, thank you for the support from home and everyone else watching from home and everyone watching in the crowd throughout this top 8. We're going to get into our next set, though. Another bombastic one indeed. Aarondamac is going to step up in just a moment, up against Xerom. But this, let me remind you, Granblue Fantasy versus Rising.
Yes.
Free to play. You know, you get Grand, rotating cast of characters, but right now it's a special time of year. 50% off on that game right now, or so I'm told. That means you can get the entire cast for $50.
That's not too bad, especially with all the new characters that we have both in stock and waiting. Cygames Cup, if I'm not mistaken, right? They're going to be showing some gameplay footage of Sandalphon. The, you know, Fujoshi's in the crowd. I know we're over here at CEOtaku, the holiday Matsuri audience. I know we're all out here to see some more footage of Sandalphon, but it'll be a little bit.
Yes.
But heading on into it. Like you said, the other side of our winners, top 8. Again, Aarondamac of EVO Championship fame, and Xerom, who's been tearing it up since the vanilla version of this game with incredibly consistent results.
Yes, absolutely. Xerom is that dark horse in this bracket right now. I mean, quite literally potential to shake things up in terms of Arc World Tour qualification, but you have one more mountain to climb here, and that's somebody who's already qualified, Aarondamac from EVO, getting us that glorious Belial summer outfit. You know, I'm going to put it out there. Maybe Eustace Summer is next. You
It's
know?
like Ryu from Streets. We got Aaron from EVO.
Aaron from EVO.
Yeah, we're calling Xerom the dark horse. You know who else they called the dark horse? Rice Shower.
Ooh.
I need not explain any further. You know, I feel like your favorites, your favorite characters, the people that you resonate with in your favorite media really just show the kind of competitive and fighting spirit that you got, right? Rice Shower, fighting from adversity, maybe thinking, oh man, everybody knows that I'm strong, but they're cheering on for this person or that person. But I gotta show them my power. This is not the Arimakinen, but it is the top 8 of CEOtaku as we pull up here and make sure our buttons are all good.
Yes, indeed. The Charlotta here has been quite the menace. Very difficult to lock things down against Xerom. Xerom is so difficult to deter from jumping, right?
Yeah.
That is very sprightly little character of Charlotta is very tricky to try to keep anti-airing. And of course, you do have some great tools on the side of Belial with the Goetia being able to pull back and control some airspace. That's not all that Xerom has. The explosivity from Charlotta Ball makes things very difficult to deal with from a distance. We'll see how it plays because, again, this is a qualifier from the previous Arc World Tour. This is old generation versus new generation Granblue, if I'm so bold to say, because Xerom's been there since vanilla.
Exactly.
And of course, Aaron, you know, having that vanilla experience, but really standing out here in Rising as well.
Yes. Exactly. Definitely a rising star of sorts, despite the years of experience that he's already got. But let's make sure the buttons are all good before we head on into it. You know, like we're saying, right, a lot of the big tools that we're going to be, you know, looking out for from Xerom, of course, the jump scares, whether it's EX Charlotta Ball or, of course, U-Ball, a great way to, you know, get some chip, advance across the screen in a safe way, and as well, up against the corner, we're going to be cashing out on so much damage. And a lot of these resets into Noble Strategy, right, which I would imagine Aaron has probably seen enough footage, developed a game plan on some of these setups, but doesn't make them any more tricky to deal with, especially in the heat of the moment.
It's so fascinating to watch the layers that Xerom goes through, right? It's always layer one, and the moment you solve it, Xerom decides, you know what? It's time to rush this down. And then we just get into a whole different layer of offense. We've seen it time and time again. We're talking the menace of Paragon Line brackets, like ladder series of just, hey, I got like 45 minutes. Can y'all just get in this queue real quick and just start cooking people? Like, this is how terrifying the game plan from Xerom can be.
Yeah. Paragon's own Aarondamac versus the Paragon Line Menace. I mean, it only makes sense that they're matching up here in this winner's side top 8.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's choose the stage. What are we thinking on the OST? Scrolling on through.
See?
Oh, the 2B theme, okay. Weight of the world on your shoulders here, trying to get your guaranteed spot in that winner's finals. I understand, but the other side of our winner's side, top 8, once again, Aarondamac versus Xerom.
All right, the opening gambit is going to be the worst part of this matchup to right off rip.
Yep.
Because it's going to be very oppressive from that point onward. And if Charlotta gets started, it's all the worse for Belial. Of course, you do have some invulnerable reversal opportunities that can come into play, but so does Charlotta. So let's see how this plays.
You think Charlotta believes in Santa still?
Absolutely.
I think I'm a believer, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's definitely a big Santa Claus believer. Leaves the cookies out still and the carrots for the reindeer.
There you go, with the gift of Charlotta ball, something that we got to watch out for. Immediately putting the Goisha between you and me as this wall in the mid-screen. Already up against the wall here for Xerom, but we're still mashing on out with the 6-6L. Aarondamac content to hold this down back.
All right. Oh. At least getting a reset for mid-screen. Stays out of the 5H range. That's a big factor here, knowing that there's a big opportunity off that first hit, but second, it's going to be just a safe ender.
Exactly. You got some stubby buttons on Charlotta, so you're really trying to get into that point-blank range, but not in a way that's too predictable. But the EXDP, Xerom with the patience, should find a full punish here. Raging strikes, and you got one more in the bank, but instead, it's the link up the noble strategy for all the corner carry you need. It's going to be close, but it's the EX ball to kill.
All right, good round start here, and so expensive for Xerom. But of course, you know, when you're on the cusp of victory, spending it all is better than spending it not at all and leaving things to chance.
Exactly.
Aaron with the EXDP, I'm talking about that because you do have those reversals from the pressure from Xerom. It tells Xerom when to change up their frame traps.
Yeah. Trying to be a little tricky with some of these noble strategy resets. Of course, the frame traps as well, but just chunking through the HP right now. Aarondamac with the spend, definitely coming up huge on this East Coast corner, but the whiff on the far L, the sweep on the toes, but even with the escape of the noble strategy, Aaron brings you right back.
Yeah, plenty of damage on the table here. You'll have to spend an ult if you want any more, but we're going to save for an SBA threat here. Nice holy ladder.
Ooh. There you go, counter hit off the far L as well. Made our way back in. It's not a link up the noble strategy, so we're going to need a little bit to wait on that meter, but still up against the wall. It's a pretty rough situation for Aaron.
Oh, huh. I wonder
Spot
if we
dodge
thought
on the Goisha, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we thought jump back, and that's why we set the Goisha that far, but...
All right. First game over to Xerom. I am also wondering of the choice on the Goisha, right? Especially that close up. Maybe we were looking for you Goisha instead, just to get the guard crush and a free jump in, but either way, first game over to Xerom here. Let's see if Aaron can tie it back up.
Yeah, that would have absolutely devoured the spot dodge too, because he recovered right into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
MDP. Ooh, but an HCP and it side swaps as well. The walk under from Xerom.
Oh, nice. Noble strategy coming out in spades here for Xerom.
Yep.
Strong lead. You can spend for super. There it is to refund that one brave point we spent earlier.
Exactly. 2H SBA. Now you got a full stick of butter for Aaron, but same can't be said of the HP. Oos. There we go. The back throw. Xerom another round up and on set point here, looking to punch his ticket to that winner's finals.
I see we're on the 5U layer of Xerom's competitive play here. We reset that 5U, get the parry to finish the job. We're going to see a lot of that throughout the rest of this round here.
Damn, the use of the Goisha, Xerom is just ready for it every single time, whether it's reactive or preemptive. And that EXDP, just to try and slow down the pace a little bit, we gotta put one Vaseraga reset at least once a set.
Yo, you dash L to the forward special from Xerom and shut it down. Goisha, you do have super. You're going to spend it here.
Yep. Still going to put you just barely out of throw range, even with the BP spend, but appreciable amount of damage, forcing Xerom to try and make some sort of tricky escape before chip damage is a factor.
Last interaction here potentially for Aaron if we can get the opener.
Yep. BC out. Check you with the shoulder. Ooh. Yeah, waiting out the 5U, the Koenig shield. No parry to be seen, but the 5H from downtown Aaron. Back on the board here with a round.
Got a round 3 start. Dash out, nice. Guard cancel does get blocked, but yet still Xerom taking the turn.
Yeah, maybe looking out for the MDP, trying to see if Xerom goes for the double down on the block BC, but instead gets the 2L. But up against the wall here again, it's hard to check this awkward jump trajectory, but Aaron does it.
Yeah, that cross under was very important there on the side of Aaron, and now we're still adding up to try to catch up to the light point that Xerom put them at. Only corner position again, combo limited acquired, plus frames, does get the guard cancel.
Yeah, not going to get too much off the airborne hit, even though I'm pogging out of my gourd, but still a good way to keep Xerom locked down in the corner. 100-meter apiece, tries to bet it all on the UDP, but Far M should be enough with the U Asmodeus to tie it up 1 apiece.
Oh my goodness. We got ourselves a fight. Final game. And we said going into this clash of titans at this point.
Yeah.
And there's going to be several of those throughout this top 8 here. This is just one of the bigger ones here. Oh, no.
I feel like that's the first time that we've seen the super jump from Xerom as well. So many of these normal jumps over, just not getting checked by Aaron. The one time we're looking for the 2H, it actually gets baited out because it's a little bit too early on that timing, but still the back throw stabilizes the situation.
Yes, it does. Does get the helmet splitter clash. Immediate throw.
All right, U-Ball get a little refund back on block. Trying to fight for our space over here in the mid-screen. Let's see it, the 100 hands. Gavin the 6-6H pick up 200 meters. Still not quite going to be able to kill, but.
All right, 2M. Oh. You're risking it all right now. You're at that final touch situation. Nuh-uh. Even Aaron says nah.
Oh.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, wait it out. Sometimes you got to go for the deep dash SBA. Just bet it all. Might be betting your winner's side life here on it, though. Again, set point for Xerom.
Oh, no. Trying to snipe out with the 2H.
Yeah, a little bit too late on the noble strategy.
Yeah.
Again, another dive kick, strike throw, back out to the mid-screen.
Oh.
Nah, back where you go. It's another revolving door of this corner.
This do-si-do is going to end pretty soon here. Got the ult hands. Guard cancel. We want to take that turn back spot dodge, but we thought the guard cancel was going to come from Xerom.
Yes.
But Xerom smells blood right now and does get the 2L, does achieve victory. Xerom will move on the winner's side of top 8.
That's how it goes, man. We see the counter hit on the attempt to try and whiff punish the whip dive, but you're just a little bit too late. It's the first time it happened that set, so the reactions, as good as they might be from Aaron, just not primed for an awkward situation, but that's how it goes. Sent down into the loser's side as Xerom punches his ticket into that winner's finals.
Yes, I mean, quite a run that we have right now here. We've already locked in our winners finals competitors here. Elsa, oh, wait, no way. It's Elsa Xerom.
It's the Conmay team kill in winners finals?
Conmay, I know you're in the chat.
Doing pretty good. You might have chosen a couple strong players, yeah.
All right. Well, we still have more strong competitors on the loser side here.
That we do. Who do we have up next down there on the loser side?
Elon, new 13. Yes. Already 3 medals deep here at CEOtaku, and acquires another one today. Yeah. But what the shiniest one?
Exactly. We're just trying to see the composition of the medal. He's already guaranteed that 4th, but still trying to make it as far as we can down here in this loser's side. Like we mentioned, up against BSG, who's going to be rocking the Vaseraga, this big body. It's so scary to try and let him get away with the Soul Forges for free. Of course, ultimate tackle, you Instinction coming up big as well, but how is Elon going to play around it, right? We got parries, we got spears that reach across the entire screen. How is BSG going to deal? Yeah,
this is one of those matchups that we don't get to see that often.
No.
So it's still going to be very exciting because, again, you are trying to keep Vaseraga at bay, trying to chip away at that Soul Forge if you so can. I'm very scared about the Savage Rampage approach as all but inevitable. And, of course, the shoulder check, as you mentioned, is going to help you close that gap very quickly. But we'll see how it plays out on the side of Elon up against BlueSkyGuy.
Yeah. It's terrifying, man.
Yes.
And who do we have on the other side of the losers top 8? I'm forgetting off at the top of my head.
You know, we just have we have Zippy, we have Angel.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's going to be, what is that, Lucilius, Versusia coming up later as well. And, of course, you know, who got sent down into the losers side? We got Avatar Belial down in losers as well.
Yes,
you know, so your reward for winning is, you know, definitely a pretty terrifying toolkit over on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking explosive down on the loser side for sure, especially when you look at the caliber of characters that we do have. It is nothing but big damage down there. And BSG stepping onto the stage. Of course, they put BSG on the blue seat. Only makes sense.
You know, I'm still sad about it. Like, Elon can attest, when we were seeing Blue here for the ISD top 8 or top 6, Blue dressed up in a red cosplay, picked a red color palette for his character, and sat in the LED chair that was red. I was like, this is actually Blue Forma del Rojo. Like, I don't know I don't know this guy anymore, but he made it to second place. I mean, clearly the Rojo is working out well.
It was blue color 2.
I see, I see. You know, sometimes you got to swap up the palette here, especially towards the end of the year. We got a match with the Christmas theme, the holiday Matsuri, again, who has been so kind to let us hang out here for our CEOtaku shenanigans.
Yes, and of course, Blue Sky Guy opting to have that blue Xbox Series X controller. I think it's the new see-through ones that they got, which is very nice. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
Yeah, kind of transparent. You're seeing the PCB, the MOBO. I'm seeing the frames.
They had a cool one, actually, at the Hoyoverse stage. Yeah, somebody, Firefly, I guess, is a character in Genshin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
pretty popular, yeah.
Firefly, you're telling me, I guess. I don't know.
I consume gacha exclusively through Twitter fan art. I'm not going to lie. I know when a new character drops, when I just see a bunch of different tags from HSR, I'm like, oh, cool. Good for you. But we're going to check our buttons real quick before we head on into things.
Believe in victory.
Absolutely. Of course, thank you so much to all the sponsors of the event right now. Of course, even Wavetron with all the glorious art that we've seen of the Gundam Gal Ariel that she drew. That was a beautiful representation. And I do love the little pin.
Yeah, the fact that it moves is so sick. I'm going to be stopping by this artist alley as soon as this top 8's done. Not that I'm in any rush. That being said, it does close at 7, so you already know I'm going to be sprinting across the venue.
Maybe they do delivery.
Maybe they do deliver. Are they DiGiorno's?
You know, artists, a free idea. Deliver DiGiorno while we're in the venue over here.
Oh, a print and a pizza, $10 deal?
Right.
Actually, you know, $10 maybe is a bit undervalued. I gotta give these artists what they're worth as far as their creations.
True. Well, the pizza is $10.
You're right. Yeah.
And then the print.
The print is extra.
Yeah. So.
All right, but we're extra excited for this loser side of the top 8. Once again, a Zoner versus Big Body matchup that we're so excited to see. Elon versus BSG headed up next.
Can't believe it. Anre up against Vaseraga. What? The smallest character versus the largest?
Help. How do I get in? But we're going to let the intros rock. Gives us a little bit more time to, you know, develop our game plan here. Strong in mind, strong in body, so true.
I didn't realize Vaseraga was so wise.
He's read the inner game of tennis, I think. I have not. That's why I'm only speaking from outside experience. But battle 1, straight on into it in this loser side top 8. Immediately the spear comes out, but still able to get the Soul Forge for it.
Full screen game. Again, this is how we predicted this match would start out, right?
Yeah.
Anre trying to keep Vaseraga at bay. And this is more the patience that Elon has showcased, especially against Redeemer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, scooped out of the sky. The U tackle, trying to be a little tricky with the air, you know, the jump-ins. I know that we have the threat of the air parry as well, but also another big commit on the side of the Anre. All right, there we go. We got the Shining Spear. It's BC out. And the scoop, the immediate pull-up here from BSG.
Oh, yes. Actually, you just spot dodged that? Ooh. Okay.
There we go. Now we got the spear car. Scary on the spear, but, you know, a little bit too far for the jump in to do anything meaningful for BSG. But the tackle works out once again. Point blank with Soul Forge. 100 meter for Elon, but how are you going to use it to escape?
I mean, hey, you took to the skies. It's free territory for BSG. Oh, my God.
Ready for it. You know, one of those knowledge reaction check situations that, especially if you haven't run into Anre enough, right? You know, very easy to lose in the heat of the moment, but clearly knowing, all right, I'm running into Elon for this top 8. Let me train up on the casuals real quick just to make sure I'm ready, but the JL behind the back for Elon.
Yeah, both of them had the same idea at round start, but the height advantage was on the side of Elon.
Yep. There we go. We got Soul Forge available, BC out, but still a little tricky situation. No check on the jump out.
Interesting. Okay, we tried to press out through the parry, but we still got the Savage Rampage to come through.
Yep. Okay, now we tap on the toes with the Shining Spear.
Yeah, we just hold on to these.
Yeah, we're just looking for a little extra meter. That was scary. The side swap, the run under off of the spin, but still finds the shoulder check on the other side. Elon, revolving door of these sides right now, but BSG still such a big health lead.
Absolutely, especially on the side of Vaseraga.
Yeah.
Ooh, just outside the range.
Yeah.
Savage Rampage, it's command grab. It's only a matter of time.
Here I was saying parry's a factor, but it doesn't matter when you pull up for the scoop. But Elon trying to hold on to the space. JL now putting you in any one touch. Chip damage a factor. And now we go for the sweep. BSG for game 1.
It's got to be so just exhausting to deal with Vaseraga in a corner situation like that.
Yeah.
You know you want to try to go for your parry, but you wonder about the threat of the Soul Forge, the armor from Vaseraga. You already got that corner again. Ooh. Big counter heavy.
Yeah, the parry is scary, but so is the damage off of this counter hit. Up against the wall here. Elon's going to build up 100 for the next interaction.
There we go, spear.
Yep. Plus frames off the spear follow-up. Now we're just playing the spacing game. Not trying to force anything out in particular, but again, the armor off of the stomps working out well. Elon trying to hold on to space, but it's scary when you have to worry about that armor.
Roll.
Trying to bait something out here. Okay, one cooldown down, but you got to worry about the U Instinction as well. Now we're over on this West Coast side. The 7 shining spears, but takes to the skies. The air to air. That's why he's Blue Sky Guy, but not enough for the 100 just yet. One more scoop could be the end.
Oh my goodness, what a jump from Elon.
Oh, we're seeing the Shining Spear combos, the pickup off the SBA2, but it's not enough even with the combo limit, the extensions. Now it's one touch apiece. You got to worry about the fireball, the tackle. Elon scared to try and send out a hitbox.
Yeah, I mean, literally 100-meter there on the side of Blue Sky Guy. Goes for the shoulder check and succeeds in securing victory.
The patience, the intimidating gaze from BSG knows he has the fully loaded meter and waiting for any way to whiff punish. Now we're on set point, 1 round away from sending Elon home.
Toss, corner position with the Soul Forge. Oh, the 2H.
Ooh, the behind the back, but the drop of the pickup. Lots of damage left on the table, but still not a lot of health for Elon to work with here. A counter hit, 6-6L. BSG trying to be a little aggressive on the wake up.
Full spin, corner position again. Guard cancels out. Nice.
The gut punch, the U Instinction. We still pick up with another tackle. One more touch.
Oh, geez, the 2U.
Yep, send it with the sword guard. Ooh, but caught up by the fireball. The U Instinction is enough. BSG moving on to loser's quarters.
We talked about it, the battle of concepts between Elon and Redeemer, the different styles that those two players have. You're also kind of seeing that showcase here where BSG super aggressive. It gave no opportunity for Elon to really try to assess the situation, to really try to play that slower game, to really counterattack against Vaseraga's approach. And so often that Soul Forge armor made it very difficult for Elon to really try to challenge a lot of those mid-screen situations.
Exactly. You have the range to contest, but we have the armor to make that even scarier as you go. But out at a respectable 7th place, guaranteeing his 4th medal. Everyone give it up one more time for Elon New 13. There we go.
It's going to be another glorious run as we get into some boss character action. Angel versus Zippy, but on the loser's side.
What is it? Is this kind of like Angel versus Devil in the Hell side? I mean, I think it's thematically appropriate, right? You know, Zippy looking to gatekeep some of these points. There's a little bit of devilish energy there, a bit of demonic flair.
Yes.
But we're still heading up against Versusia, right? You know, this end of... We were kind of talking about it a little bit before, right? Kind of chaotic, good, I guess. Maybe lost her way a little bit, but otherwise I think Angel is still a fitting tag for the match that we're going to be seeing up next.
Going up against Lucifer, the fallen angel out here. Zippy is certainly a threat to be recognized on this character. How quickly they explode up to that level 5 sword level. But I think this is going to be fun because you do get that pillar from Versusia that can really snipe out against those mid or long range situations where Lucifer does want to counter zone, but the thing is, you're looking at Zippy wanting to close the gap very quickly against Versusia to give Versusia no room to try to install, try to go for 5U interactions. Removing that resource entirely throughout the set is going to be a key factor here because you remove some safe options from Versusia.
Yeah, and you have a lot of you know, safe but key tools in Lucilius's moveset that are able to just check those 5Us, like you said, right? We have the Blade Rift, you know, just reaching across full screen. We also have the El Phosphorus, right? That slam that, you know, reaches so far and is such a quick and safe poke as well. Of course, the M Iscariot, right? Which we see a lot coming out from Zippy, where it's, oh, yes, my far M is good. Yes, my far H is a good keep out button, but I'm just going to go straight into the safe on block hit grab because worst case scenario, I'm pretty up close and I've built up some blade level and now I'm waiting for this cooldown to come back up. I might as well.
Absolutely. The safe on block hit grab. It's so... You think you have the opportunity to really challenge it. Even sometimes it can be baited out by just looking at the block string, and then suddenly we go for the medium version and you get called out for trying to press. So this is a matchup you really have to do your homework on to really kind of counteract against Lucilius. There are ways through this matchup here on the side of Versusia. It's going to be about that midstream button, especially in stand medium or even 2M.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Angel is able to navigate that space as Zippy will get locked in again for this loser side. Top 8. And what a run. What a run. A couple champions already here locked in for Arc World Tour Finals.
Yep.
And quite the experience. Of course, the love of competition in the Granblue community is out here first and foremost. I mean, that's the special thing about the Granblue community is that they constantly want to compete. They constantly want to get better.
Yeah.
And it's all for the love of the game. And I can't, I just enjoy it so much. Every single event that we get to witness a lot of great Granblue action.
Exactly. It's an absolute joy. You got to keep that competitive edge honed, sharpened, but also for the love of the game, right? You just want to hang out with the homies, the Granblue community, and, see them offline, which is one of the great joys of, getting to compete with all of these folks in fighting games. Getting to see some of these friends that, maybe it's been a month, maybe it's been 2, maybe it's been the greater part of a year, but finally getting to hang out with the community offline is something that is so great.
Yes. I mean, honestly, with all the events that we run for Granblue, almost every single day there's a Granblue. I think there's only one day that's open.
I think so, yeah. Like there are some bi-weeklies that maybe leave a gap on occasional weeks, but otherwise there's so much opportunity to practice. So many of these gamers, maybe they're a little bit farther from their locals, or maybe the regionals have been, a little bit farther than they'd like to as far as travel goes, but they're still able to get this consistent experience week after week, day after day.
And this time around, make sure your skill button's set.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta put that out there, just saying.
Thankfully, it hasn't happened in any of the subsequent sets. That's always something to keep in mind.
All right, the official run begins.
Yes.
One final losers round 1 set. The winner of this goes up against Aarondamac. No pressure.
Yeah. Your reward for winning this losers side set is the Evo set. It's the Evo champion. No big deal.
That could go both ways, though. That could be pressure on Aaron to have to then step up to hold up.
He's like, damn, I'm in loser's side, man. I got to lock in. Alrighty, but down in the hell side, the other side of our losers, top 8, Angel pulling up on the Versusia with the fallen angel himself, Lucilius, Zippy, for game number 1.
Locks on here, try to step out with some swords, and there's the teleport. See, Pillar, you tried to set up early to catch that teleport, but the distance just wasn't quite right.
Yeah. Keeping the pressure on. That counter hit got you that wall down so good on the blade level already, so early into the round.
The dash L sequence here.
Walk it out. We got the EX grenade, but immediate challenge. Yeah, we see a lot of grenade into Pillar just to try and, farm some plus frames, maybe get a little bit of chip damage, but great response. Trained out from Zippy here, and now it's the late tech.
2M5U. But look, I can't believe that Zippy's at level 5 already.
Yeah, so quick into the round. Only 1 BP to his name, though, so maybe having to play a little bit more aggressive. Send out the far M and knows we have the confirms off the M. Iscaria, do we cash out to the Axion control? Indeed, we do. It's not lethal just yet, but just, all right, never mind, my fault. I forgot about level 5 damage, my fault.
I'm sitting here listening. It's coming. It's coming. Jatsu's about to curse this one. Here it comes. Death.
This Jatsu guy is clearly not running to Lucilius enough. Like, everybody else in the crowd was like, all right, Jatsu, he's already dead. Like, your channel points are forfeit, and we're heading into round number 2.
It was building suspense.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
oh, man.
It wasn't a lie. It was a fit. Anyway, we head on into it. Angel trying to, swap up the momentum here. The swing on the overhead, not going to be enough to open up Zippy.
All right, Pillar doesn't get the conversion. No. Guard cancel. Let's stock up to level 4.
Yep. Backed off from the M Iscaria, but still, this is such a good situation for Zippy. Not a lot of health lost as we're looking for that win con.
All right, here we are, level 5.
Yep. We made it to the summit. Now we just need one good hit. Honestly, the far M, the counter hit.
All right, if he spends, he's living. I'm letting you know he lives.
Okay. I'm just saying, man.
He lives.
I've seen Twitter.com clips of this character. All right, send it with the Phosphorus. Now chip damage a factor. Blade Rift, really scary. You have to spot dodge it perfectly. It's easy to do that a little too early as well. The Phosphorus, really difficult to react to as well, especially off the BC. Now Zippy up 1 game.
Yeah, that forward special, there's literally no escape at that point. At the range, it was really right in your face, so if in your back dash, you're still going to recover into it. So you hold the block. Fortunately, you had no health to spare.
That's what I'm saying. If you're reacting with spot dodge on Phosphorus and it's not a read, I'm checking the chemical composition of your water bottle. All right, there we go. Counter hit 6XL. Good start here for Angel up against the wall.
Nice heavy conversion. For light into install just to get that extra height.
Ooh. Okay, send out the Blade Rift. A little bit of room to breathe here. Oh, sends it on the H dive kick.
Delays, but Zippy's still not opening up whatsoever. Level 4. Ooh. But we're going to get launched. SBA potential. Just spend it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what we saw. Back special from Angel coming out here to counter hit the startup of that L Blade Rift. Now we got you in throw range.
Block, trying to go for shimmy. We're so close to level 5, but the back special.
There we go. I'm in. 1 round up here for Angel.
All right, not bad, not bad. A strong start because we got that super there, so that
Yeah,
was very
exactly.
key factor for Angel to establish that.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Yeah, trying to swing in the mid-range there, but stayed right out of range there for the M Iscariot. But pulls up once again.
All right, launcher, 5L, but nothing to follow. Tricky spot to be.
There we go, the Pusro Dog. Keep you locked down in the corner. Send it with the 5H. Playing at this awkward spacing. Okay, brought ourselves back mid-screen with the M Tessera. No check.
And the patience, although the life lead is in favor of Angel right now.
Yeah. Ooh, the swipe out, the walk back, and the run under as well. The dash acceleration, able to get the side swap. Combo limit, one more touch.
That was a clean combo. You know what? You earned that one.
That's what I'm saying. The walk back to M catches the approach from Zippy, trying to send it off the M Iscariot, but now it's one apiece down here in the hell side.
Yeah, huge conversion after that ult pillar. That was, I don't think I've ever seen that cross under combo before. That was really, wow.
Yeah, right. I didn't think that you would have time. But there we go. Final game here. Nice. Send out the grenade. Knows that Zippy is looking for the TP in between grenade and pillar, so maybe slowing it down a bit, just going for a safe install.
Guard cancel again.
Ooh. The dash momentum is so tricky, right? The acceleration takes a little bit to kick in, so sometimes looking for that whip, baits on a throw tech, and instead it's 2M, bringing you downtown to this East Coast corner. A little too far for 5H, but we call it a whip punter setup.
Yeah, very good with the back special. Just goes for the light version for the fast recovery.
Yep. Actually, it was a spacing trap. Okay, we got 100 meter available. No BP, so this is a lot of damage for Zippy, I think, especially with Paradise Lost, right? It should be a kill off of any confirm. Walk it out. Ooh.
2L staggers.
Yeah, we have the threat of Paradise Lost and Axion as well, so you see the startup, especially downtown. Got to be careful of the EX pillar.
Ooh, that will do.
Yep. Yeah, far M, the counter hit, Paradise Lost. Keep the combo simple here as Zippy is on set point.
Round start just to build up a little bit of that sword level, potentially stealing a second here in a moment.
Yeah, very aggressive on the round start, playing on the nerves, knows that Angel potentially only has one more round here in the hell side. Oh, but the punch out with the 2M after that clean throw tech.
All right, late tech. Grenade.
Ooh! Oh man, you got a good check on the Tessera, but a little bit too far to find the confirm. Either way, it stops Zippy in his tracks.
All right, 50% life lead here for Angel with a very daring install. At that range, Zippy could have come in with that back special.
Exactly. Able to escape with the TP. Now any of these hits, M Iscariot, it's the kill. But Angel, how can we keep the pressure on? You got to be scared of reversal super as well. Yeah, it's locking out this EX pillar.
You see Dash L. Let's get the medium.
Yeah, scary on the grenade. Zippy not trying to get baited out on the Twitch reaction as well. I like the patience from Angel. Finds the jump in for the punish.
All right, going to spend it all for the Raging Chains. And the ult back special closing out the round. Final game, final round. Is this it for Zippy?
Scaling was looking a little dire towards the end there, but of course the 50 for the U skill, that back special just pumping out damage. But once again, we got the blade level. L Phosphorus, just a slam to safely build up that blade.
Oh, nice. Ooh, got the quick medium. Again, really trying to snipe out these teleports from Zippy. Angel is really active on defense right now. Backs away, does get that dash L again.
Yeah, we haven't seen H dive kick in a little while. Now we're sending it with the slam.
It's about time. Zippy starting to call up those. Wow,
I'm sorry I said H dive kick. Maybe not that time. Don't let me be your coach, bro. But yes, we built up the level 5 off of it, and straight into the super we go. Axion control. And get that BP right back.
Stagger.
Yep.
Oh, opened up on that dash L. We should have a round and a game. No, not quite. There it is.
There we go. The 2-1 from Zippy. I was scared. The scaling was looking a little dire towards the end there, but with level 5 damage, it's more than enough to do it. Angel out at a respectable 7th place.
Absolutely. That gravity scaling also kind of scared me out a little bit.
I know.
Like,
I thought we were going to drop out.
Like, what are you doing down there? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
But my goodness, way to clutch out that victory for Zippy to advance forward in this top 8. Still already qualified for Arc World Tour and still very much a threat, showcasing exactly how strong their Lucilius is, how strong a competitor that they are, regardless of having Near anymore, right? Zippy has long since overdue, earned their spot as one of the top players in Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. You can see exactly why, even backed with this Lucilius. So, hey, proof is in the pudding at this point as we get back onto the opposite side of the losers' things. The Stealer stepping back up into the plate against BlueSkyGuy.
I love that tag, man. There's a raw robbery, vibe about it. You know the Kill Stage tweet that's like, I do it for the robbery. I do it for the thrill of
I do it for the Stealer.
Exactly, yeah. I'm doing it for the Stealer, but super excited to see this Avatar Belial once again. So heading on into it. This is going to be against Aarondamac, yeah?
I got the note that it says BlueSkyGuy.
Oh, no, it is BSG. You're right.
Wait a minute. I just said it.
Here I am losing track already. I'm seeing the blue on the chair. I'm like, BS who?
BSG doesn't exist. Anyway, yeah. No,
how could I forget the Vaseraga out here on the streets? Yep.
We got BlueSkyGuy, the Stealer, and Aarondamac going up against Zippy here.
Yeah.
So it's another. Hey, wait a minute. The qualifiers are going to have to go up against each other to knock each other out.
That's how it goes, man. All right, let's make sure our buttons are all good before we head on into it. Our players are headed up to the stand.
Yeah.
Avatar Belial versus Vaseraga, right? Of course, we have Rock Slide, we have the projectiles sent out. I wonder how Vaseraga is going to deal with the flight as well. Obviously, you have a lot of HP to, take some of these I-beams, take some of the empty flights, and be like, okay, you know what? I'm just looking for my 5U so I can make my approach on in.
Right.
But, aside from that, we see BSG in certain matchups, right, taking to the skies a little bit more than we might expect, right?
Yeah.
We think of Vaseraga as this slow, hulking warrior that never wants to leave the ground, aside from very special scenarios, but I think in certain matchups, he's fine with going air to air. So I wonder if that's going to be the same case against this Avatar Belial flight, or if we're looking primarily for the anti-airs here.
Right, especially against, like, I believe it's the JN that BSG really, leans into to catch those air-to-airs. I don't know how much that will come into play, considering Laser comes out pretty fast.
Exactly.
Or even the grounded Goetia coming from Avatar Belial as well to cover that space.
Yes.
I could foresee a lot of Savage Rampage into the light ender, just to go for that anti-air pickup if we do close the gap, because you're going to have that Soul Force to back you up. So we'll see how this plays. Even shoulder check is going to be a big factor to catch the landing frames.
On the way down, right? Yeah. We can even kind of see it in the button check, right? Like all these skills just rotating back and forth. I can imagine BSG is like, dude, how do I get hit? I'm so annoyed. I'm pissed. Let me in.
We go back to that character select, locking in our next loser semis.
Should be
or
big
quarters,
chillin'.
rather. Excuse me.
Yep. Again, got to lock in on the Ox. Make sure we got the Goku 3-hour AMV ready and waiting for this loser side. Is BSG more of like a Goku AMV or a Vegeta guy? That's what I'm wondering.
Either way, it's nothing but Linkin Park.
Oh, true.
Just one is going to be numb.
And one is going to be crawling in my skin.
Yeah.
That seems kind of Avatar Belial coded, but all right. The other side of losers quarters, the Stealer versus BlueSkyGuy heading up next.
I feel like Avatar Belial might be Atri or like 3 doors down.
Oh, really?
Or 3 Days Grace, excuse me.
Okay, he goes a little harder in the paint.
Yeah. Playing Monster on repeat.
You think Avatar Belial has mosh pit etiquette, or he's just like going crazy?
Oh, he definitely mosh. He goes insane.
Do you think he's looking out for his fellow moshers, or he's just there to go a little ape shenanigans?
Ape shenanigans indeed.
Yes, that. What is Belial saying, man? I'm looking away from these subtitles. We're heading on straight into it. Avatar Belial back on the screen. It's going to be scary, right? Vaseraga, lots of HP to try and deal with, lots of HP to try and work with, and a lot of damage behind it as well.
My innocent eyes cannot see the Avatar Belial conversation.
It's okay, neither can he. He has the sunglasses on, and he's pulling up the packs for the pull-up. Still fighting for dominance in the mid-screen here.
Oh, geez, the light. Dark Crush, nice roll.
Woo. Okay, dive kick, awkwardly spaced out, so BSG trying to hold on. JL actually ended up on the same side, too. And a U-Extinction for the DP punish as well. Just keeps the combo going, and now you're scooped into the corner.
Oh.
Did not believe in the meaty tackle, said no, unhand me.
I beg your pardon.
It's 2M time.
What? No. I need to look at that hitbox.
Check him hitbox. Check him controller, but checking the Goetias, right? With a lot of these rolls, no pickup into the U-Extinction. Would have been lethal, but a little bit too low to the ground.
All right, the Stealer trying to buy as much time as we can. You can send it home here.
There we go. Like we saw, was fine with trading with the Goetias for the Soul Forge, but instead just going for the TP. I like that from Stealer. Now 100% available in the meter. Now we got to dodge any of these chip damage kills.
If you make this, you're insane, Stealer.
That's what I'm saying. Living on a prayer. Oh, but the prayers go unanswered for the fallen devil himself. BSG for round 1.
That was a great reaction from Blue Sky Guy. Let's be real, because we're waiting for the moment that laser comes out. Once laser, spot dodge.
Yeah.
The dive comes out, reactions backdash there. Great call from BSG.
Ooh, caught it with the rock slide. Once again, we pick up with the pact.
Oh, there it is. JM. Nice. No anti-air, just patient. Doesn't want to get called out for such a vulnerable button. Nice, does get the ultimate command grab here.
Yep, in between the frame trap, just trying to swap up the momentum here. Now we swing with the great scythe. You're cornered, you're walked up against the wall by BSG. The Vaseraga, the jump back, the scoop for game number 1.
Honestly, not the way I thought it was going to go down. Like, I thought for sure that it would be a little more, I mean, it was difficult, but I mean, just like how oppressive Avatar Belial could have been against Vaseraga.
Exactly, yeah. Ooh, but again, swiped out of the sky. It's like you said, right? One of those answers to how are we going to bring Avatar Belial back down to earth? Do we wait for him to land or snipe him out of the skies? But the Raging Strike is clean from the Stealer.
All right, gotta go coast to coast, but look how much health he had to spend to get that position here. All the more better for BSG to get this EX command grab 1 round away from advancing.
EX stomps the tap on the toes into the scoop. BSG running away with the momentum of the match.
Good.
Okay, chilling on the dive. It's BC out. Slowly trying to walk down the Stealer to this corner. It's been working out all 3 rounds before. Let's see if we can make it 4. Okay, walk it out. Just barely out of range of the max range rock slide. Oh. We showed the strike. We showed the throw. We showed the anti-air straight out of the sky. The counter hit 2-inch should be enough. BSG with a clean 2-0 to move on to losers semis.
I mean, well done. Well done. But also, the Stealer. Folks, let's hear it for the Stealer. Holy smokes, an Avatar Belial in a top 8 like this.
Yeah.
And it's not just any top 8. This is a very stacked top 8. One of the last few stateside qualifiers for the Arc World Tour Finals. The last gold event, Platinum, is going to be that Frosty Fostings. And, of course, Platinum for Kayane Cup and Side Games Cup.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the line in these last few months leading up to the event.
Exactly. And when we saw the Stealer, you know, the first time in pools, when we were, you know, hanging out in our block, I want to say, what was it, Saturday morning?
Yeah.
We were hanging out, and I was like, oh, cool. There's a gamer out here who's locked in on the Avatar Belial. Like, this is going to be sick to see, you know, but in my heart of hearts, I'm not used to seeing Avatar Belial making it relatively far into these brackets, let alone the top 8 coming in from the winner's side. But an absolutely stellar performance, and it has been a joy to see. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of the Stealer in some of these future events. But we got to see this other side of Losers Quarter 0. Who do we have up next?
Look, this time around, pay
For
attention.
real,
Pay attention.
okay, okay.
We have Aarondamac up against Zippy.
Okay, okay, I got it.
Aarondamac, Zippy, right?
Okay, so Aaron versus BSG.
Aaron versus...
I can listen, but only like half of the time. Anyway, Aarondamac versus Zippy headed up next for the other side of our losers quarters, trying to see who's going to move on and meet BSG in that semis, right?
Yeah, that's going to be the big factor here. It's 2 already qualified competitors, and the higher they get, the less points are on the line for any of the other competitors here. Of course, Elsa is still up on the winner's side here, and so is Xerom.
Yeah.
And again, wild card Xerom right now, because you have this 100 points on the line, and then potentially that platinum qualifier at Frosty. It's a tall order for anybody who is just outside the qualification Arc World Tour, but we've seen some folks really pull some surprises at these moments.
Yeah, these 2 are in it for the love of the game. The love of point strucking as well, as they like to call it in SoCal. They're like, how far can I make it to make it a little bit more chaos, you know, for some gamers to try and fight for their life in that Arc World Tour Finals LCQ. How much chaos can we put in the madness on this leaderboard as we head on into it? Our players getting ready on the stand.
Yes. I mean, we're looking at a regular Belial up against Lucilius.
Yes.
And, of course, there are a lot of great tools that Belial can cover this ground. Can go for some of our Goetia, of course, to contend against sword stance.
Yep.
Got to be worried about teleport, though. Of course, always the back special, a concern down special as well.
Yep.
So.
And, you know, it's interesting thinking about this matchup in particular in terms of power curve, right? You know, kind of a concept that we have in a lot of MOBAs. It's like, oh, are you good in the early game? Are you more scaling for the late game? You know, and especially now in this patch, right? Lucilius used to be one of these characters where it's like, okay, I need to survive for the late game. I need to have my opponent, play passive enough that I get this level 5. But now, definitely more of a mid-range, like, oh, okay. It's not going to take me too long to get online with the level 5 as long as I'm using a lot of these safe specials, the Phosphorus, the Tessera, and even mixing in, some of the dive kicks as well to get a little bit more greedy with it. But Belial, still solid throughout the course of the game, from round start, from the middle of the game, and even closing it out as well. And I think a little bit less reliant on the meter as well. Has the meterless DP, so doesn't need 50 to have that reversal option as well, like Lucilius might. But let's see if, Aarondamac is going to play it a little bit slow, keep it cautious, the down backing like we've been seeing in these previous sets, or if we're going to go balls to the wall to try and stop that level 5 before it starts.
Gosh, gone are the days that we do not get to see a level 5 Lucilius. Like, this character was strong before. It was just very difficult to access that win condition, and now significantly easier, not necessarily a free install, but hey, we can very easily get to, at the bare minimum of level 3, to play real Granblue on Lucilius. So here we go.
That blade level is inevitable. He will approach, but how much health is he going to take on the way over there? I think that's going to be the big deciding factor, right?
Right.
All right, but it's Battle of the Boss characters down here in the losers' quarters. Once again, Aarondamac versus Zippy as we let these intros rock.
Okay. All right, here we go. One more losers' quarters.
Let's see it with the matching black and red as well in this Hell's Quarters. Send it with the M-Blade Rift. Pretty safe way to start off on the round start as well. Trying to see if Aaron is looking for a 6XL, but instead it's free blade level for me.
Dash H, another 2M.
Yep.
Late tech, though. Let's pull it back in with the Goetia here. Launch.
Plus frames in the close range. Now we send it with the stance, but still able to block in time. Zippy aware of the 5U.
Goetia plus frames, does get the guard cancel, steal the turn back.
There we go, level 5 already, just waiting for Aaron to end his turn. Looking for some of these tricky resets. We have so much meter behind it. I was saying not reliant on it, but Aaron does like to use the Asmodeus and of course the Goetia as well to extend that turn.
Oh, absolutely. Especially off the ult spend too. Aaron really leans on ult. Used to get that guard crush, now a little less frequently than we get to see that. But still very much a staple in Aaron's plan.
There we go, should do the pickup, Axiom Control, a clean kill, taking away that second BP. And round number 1 here for Zippy.
Goodness, try as you might. But as you said, level 5 is all but inevitable here on the side of Lucilius. All right, nice spot dodge.
For the 6XH, nothing to be found. Ooh, but scooped up by the Iscariot straight out of the dash. It's so difficult to try and react to, and now it's a TP in the face.
A couple 2Ms. Nice.
Yep. See BCL, now it's M-Blade Rift. Rapidly building up this bar, and an M Iscariot off the farm as well.
5L, nice. Guard cancel out.
Oops. Okay, chilling off the triple attack, no special cancel, trying to see if Zippy is going to be antsy using the UDP, but instead it's patience, just waiting. The threat of the 100 meter in the bank, but spends it off the US Modius. That's 1 BP down.
All right, got the 4 medium special to come out though.
Yep.
And still, oh no! Ooh. That's death.
Go, scooped up as long as we don't drop. It's an easy confirm for Zippy. The close MM and another Axion is enough. Game number 1.
And I think that's the big difference between these two characters is that Lucilius has so much damage potential, and a lot of the damage coming from Belial really banks on having SBA.
This end quote is insane, by the way. Unacceptable margin of error. I expect an analysis in the hour. This dude is salaryman coded. He's a middle manager. Fallen Angels be like, but we pull up with the throw. Aarondamac trying to tie it up once again. Oh, the TP in place.
Ooh. All right, just outside the sword charge here. Nice 5U from Zippy.
Yep.
Level 2.
Yeah, clean pickup to the Iscariot. Oh, there we go, but the Vaseraga, not enough time to block after the parry catch. Oh. Immediate DP on the plus frames. No wait out there from Aaron. Plus on the stomp, send out the EX Goetia.
Ooh. All right, nice little counter poke medium with the 2U to finish the job.
Yeah. We talk about the stomp, we talk about the Antichrist kick, shades of Ragna 5B as Zippy puts himself on set point. Oh,
Nice. Got the 2L open. Let's
Yeah.
get the launch.
I like the run up, the deep dash delay, the 2L, catching out the fuzzy, catching out the attempt at mashing out the 2L this far, and is reaping dividends for Zippy.
So deep, forward throw. All right, another close medium.
Yep, okay. BC on the recall. Just sending it. We're threatening that level 5. Couple more skills. Now we threaten the action control. Aaron, how do we hold on?
2U. Good block, though,
Yep.
but now we're fighting our way back out.
Yep, slant back into the pavement. The phosphorus, level 5. The cooldown's just rotating. There we go. Plus frames off the Goetia. Scary situation for Aaron. Still 2 BP in the bank. 100 meter on both sides, but Zippy with the kill. Sending Aaron out. Moving on to losers semis.
Goodness. That potency from Lucilius alone is just so difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Like a single touch away from death. And the stress of dealing with that is probably the worst aspect.
Exactly. But it's all smiles on these competitors' faces. Aaron's like, all right, man, I'll see you at Arc World Tour Finals. We'll get that run back eventually, but one more time. A respectable 5th place from our Evo champ, Aarondamac, everybody. One more time.
Woo! We made it.
Yeah.
Through losers quarters alone. Down to our final 4 competitors here in this top 8.
Yeah.
Now we're going back up to that winner's side, though.
Back into the heaven side, the winners finals and the Conmay Esports team kill as well. It's going to be Elsa versus Xerom up next.
Yes, so of course we're going to see that Katalina. We are going to see that Charlotta coming
Yes.
from Xerom. We're also going to see...
Hell, it's the heavens finals over here. Once again, the Charlotta versus the Katalina. So I'm excited to see this, right? I would imagine, you know, these two gamers being on the same team and also just being good friends in general, right? Even before the team pickup, I've been seeing them, you know, running casuals, you know, learning from each other this entire season. So this is going to be, you know, obviously character versus character matchup, but I think even deeper than that, the player versus player. What is your fuzzy timing like? How do you adapt? What is the speed and cadence at which you're kind of navigating through these different layers of neutral and defense as well? That's going to be so huge for this winners finals.
Yeah, growth has always been at the forefront for these Granblue competitors, and certainly exponential growth coming from Elsa, from one, not only going for near into Katalina and really finding their own in the character, but also Xerom, an established figurehead in the Granblue community, as always been playing that Charlotta at such a high level.
Yeah.
So, of course, this is going to be another match of the Titans here, and it's a winners finals one. Elsa still needs to get that qualification, and yet Xerom also needs to get that qualification.
Yes.
So this can really shake things up.
There's a lot riding on the line, right? But I think as far as, you know, tournament experience, you know, just hours under the pressure, at some point, you know, especially with WASD towards the end of Vanilla, right? It was almost this foregone conclusion that Xerom would make it into the winners finals, into that top 3, and especially in that grand finals as well. Elsa, you know, of course, tearing it up in Rising as well, but, you know, still building up a lot of that tournament experience. So maybe the nerves potentially going to be a factor here, but let's see. I mean, these are hardened battle competitors no matter how you slice it.
Both sending out their one more notice here on social media. The Conmay team kill coming through.
What do you think their tweets sound like? Do you think it's winners finals, send me luck, or like winners finals, like I'm in there, see you guys for grands? How's the confidence looking? I would imagine Xerom's like, all right, guys, I'll see you for grands in a little bit.
They're drafted. They're pre-drafted.
They're drafted, yeah. He's got it ready, frame 1, post result.
I mean, look how quickly Xerom got theirs done.
And you got the muscle memory on character select, you got the muscle memory on Twitter, like that's how it goes, man. And I see smiles on these Conmay gamers. They got the matching jerseys too. I can't hate.
It's the Discord chat.
Boss
Conmay showed up and said, hey, listen, Xerom, you better beat this Elsa player.
Hashtag
also,
players chat.
Hey, Elsa, you better beat this Xerom.
It's DMs to both of them like, oh, you're my favorite. You're my favorite.
It's in the general discussion, too. It's not private.
Yeah, it's not even in DMs. It's at Xerom, lock in. At Elsa, lock in. I mean, if you're Conmay, right, it's a win-win, right? Either way, one of your players is going to be heading on to the winner's side of grand finals. Let's see it. Assume we check our buttons real quick to make sure everything's locked. Oh, I see that, Jita. I should have known.
Obviously.
Of course.
You asked for it earlier. You got it.
Exactly. It's these nonverbal communications that I really appreciate from these players. Making my job over on the commentary desk a little bit easier every day.
Yes, indeed. You know, actually, now that I think about it, Elsa did have a brief period with Jita too, no?
I think so, yeah.
Like,
especially before Katalina was, you know, as strong as she is in the current season, you know, we were thinking, all right, what's our backup plan? if Nier is to perhaps be a shadow of her former self at a later time, what else are we going to fall back on? Who would they never hit? Surely Jita, right? And then they're like, oh, It's okay, we got
Yeah,
Katalina.
but wait a minute, no. They hit Gita, and it was just like,
No one's safe.
anyways.
I guess no one's really safe.
Gita's still good.
Yeah. Still solid here, but we're going for, you know, some even stronger characters. Of course, it's going to be the Katalina versus Charlotta for our winners finals, the Conmay team kill, Elsa versus Xerom. And once again, we're going to let the intros rock. The hard work of the Cygames team to give us such awesome character-specific intros, I'll let it rock the entire top 8. That's fine by me.
This is going to be very interesting at the round start here. I do like this matchup with the light wall that helps navigate some of the Charlotta ball interactions you're going to run into. See? Round start, light wall.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty safe way to start out, right? You know, especially some of these pokes, the ball, like you're saying. Trying to gauge how we're feeling on the aggression from Xerom here as we head into game 1.
Oh, nice. Thrust for corner.
Yep.
But the clash.
Here we go. L ball, double light wall. Almost made it 3. I was scared. There we go. Plus on the dive kick. It's a BC out. Elsa just trying to walk Xerom down to this corner. And walk we do. 100-meter available to refresh the BP.
Already holding on to that 50% life lead here. Good lead.
Now, how are we going to try and bust out from Xerom, right? We really don't have a ton of space to try and scramble out with the U-ball, but no meter required. Instead, we look for the sweep, and we swap the sides as easy as we got back in. Ooh. Looking for a jump out. I like the neutral jump JL to try and scout that, but instead, back over to the corner. The snipe out with the 2M, but in the mid-screen, not able to kill, especially with no meter behind it.
Ooh, try to sneak in with thrust.
Ooh. Double ball. There we go. Noble strategy reset. Scary.
That could have been a punish on that with throw.
I know, but Elsa still staying alive. I can't believe it. It slowly moved itself forward, ended up standing into the U100 hands. Yeah, gradually chipping away. It's going to be a while until chip is a factor, though, but of course, just waiting 5-6 seconds in the down back, and finally, when you least expect it, it's the thrust to catch the backdash.
Absolutely. The moment you take that step backwards here, or even try to make that step forward with a throw attempt, thrust was there.
Ooh. Maybe inspired by their opponent on the other side. The neutral jump JL coming out from Elsa, but Xerom still getting the best of the scramble.
Light wall, corner carry.
See, that's one of the options that we've been looking for this entire time, just showing the light wall, not just trying to give up tempo for free, but instead preemptive about the jump scares. But Elsa still down for, you know, worse for wear on the HP.
Oh, she's trying to sink in that dash L. The 2M not going to find its mark.
Yep.
Nice light wall, but of course it's the alt version of the follow-up hit. What a DP from Elsa.
Yeah, send it for the UDP. Hard knockdown, pull up for safe jab. Now we're swiping at the toes. Scary. You know there's a bunch of meter on both sides. You fireball, it's you Charlotta ball. Not a lot of health to work with either. Now we stagger off the 6XLs. We got to be brave eventually. And the throw on the U Charlotta ball, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure you're plus there. Or it's still Charlotta's turn, so either way. Now we charge up with the 6XL, that down back.
Also dangerous and close to death.
Yep.
Xerom is just going to wait it out. Has all the time in the world. Set up for chip.
Ooh, but the UDP, you had to bet it on something. You didn't have any more resources in the HP to hold on strong, but Xerom just waiting it out. As patient as they come. Game number 1 already coming up to this tie.
Try to go for that far counter poke, but Charlotta ball in.
Yep.
Elsa, no anti-air.
The chop, the helm breaker.
Oh, jeez, what a counter poke here. Xerom going to convert this into a good chunk of damage. Reset for Noble Strategy. There it is.
Ooh, helm breaker once again, but it's MDP. Just give me a little bit of time to breathe. The swipe out with the 2M. Clean punish and the U fireball as well. There we go. EX thrust for the wall bounce.
A stagger. Says macchiato. That's all I hear. Just say that.
She wants a little bit of caffeine running through the system. I think she's as, you know, high energy as they come regardless, right? Might be more of a T friend, might be more of a 6XL friend. The counter hit should be more than enough to kill. You got the BP, you got the meter, and you have the kill off the Noble Strategy. Game number 1. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this go to the distance. Again, our first to 3 of the afternoon.
That's true, that's true. It's one to really establish the tone for the rest of the top 8. Puts out hands. Significant combo in favor of Xerom right now.
Yep.
Even on health, so not too terrible, but Elsa will earn the corner position first.
Here we go. Knocking on the doors with these 6-6Ls. The taps with the light walls as well, but instead counter hit by the U-ball. Just a little bit of space. Too much given by Elsa, and now Xerom has you up against that West Coast corner.
Trying to go for 5U.
Ooh. Yeah, sniped off the backdash. Gets the EX thrust confirmed. Still vying for space in the mid-screen. 6-6M.
Oh, light wall punish. That'll be a corner kill. Oh, excuse me. Hold on.
Wait,
You're
clean
done.
punish on the chop?
You're done.
Done and dusted. Send the sword through the stone. Here we go. Elsa with a round up.
Nice conversion here from Elsa, and great recognition that we could close that out.
Yes. All right, now we wait it out, but behind the back, the cross under with the U-ball, or the EX ball rather, and still gets the close H.
Putting hands out.
Oos.
But off the wall we go. That's a punish from Xerom, almost 100 meter. And okay, goes for the ult expenditure here.
Yeah, the full charge on the chop. Such a good starter. Look at how much we just chunked out of Elsa's HP. The UDP for the hard knockdown. When you pull up for the throw, not a back throw. Still fighting for space here.
Dash out will get parried. A 5U here from Xerom.
Yeah, especially with such little health. It really adds up.
Stitcher jump.
Yep.
Pressing guard button to be cautious of the thrust.
Yeah. Looking for the thrust. Knows that we're trying to bait out something with that far L, but no Twitch reaction to be seen. The BC for Xerom. Round up. We're tied up here in game 2.
Player 2.
All right, with the rounds all tied up here. Finally seeing the 2H. We do get the light wall conversion.
Yep.
It was only a matter of time before Elsa got comfortable with the timing there.
Yeah, tricky. Especially with the jump trajectory. It can be a little scary to look for the anti-air, looking for the air-to-air. That DP finds nothing. Xerom brings you over to the other side.
Attack, a little bit of damage. We do get crumple state, so corner carry.
Yep. Slipping and sliding with the 5U confirms. MVP ender. Walk it out. You got to be afraid of the U-ball counter poke, though, especially with so much meter on Xerom's side.
There we go.
Spaced out, EX Fireball, all the meter you could need, but the Raging Strike does the deed. 1 apiece.
Take another swig here. The thought process continues right back into the action.
Every time Elsa takes a swig of water, I take a swig of Monster, and I'm just like, where did my life go wrong that it's this situation?
Hey, I don't think there's anybody more hydrated than Elsa. Have you seen how often Elsa has been drinking water between sets?
It'll be like mid-round, too. Like, I'm not going to lie. We see the super, we pick up the water bottle, and we pick up the confirm in the corner. Already so much damage taken for Xerom.
All right, too far for a challenge on the ult Charlotta ball, though.
Yep.
Gonna get the hands.
Shell
Just
ball,
shy.
strike throw.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Elsa with the corner carry should be able to kill off this.
Yep, you got a U-skill ender, but close H does the job. Elsa, all right, momentum back in your favor. Let's see it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Almost got the, ooh, backing off, losing a lot of ground with Elsa chasing down that dash L.
Okay.
Goes for corner, reset off the light series in the corner.
Yeah, close L, combo limit, walk it out.
Ooh.
There you go, 5U for the side swap too. Less about the damage, looking for the positioning.
2M, no anti-air again, guard cancel.
Ooh. Behind the back, the other side, looking for a mash out on the light wall, but instead gets caught up by the U fireball. Let's get a little extra corner carry while we're at it.
Launch, you don't kill. You do kill.
Wait,
oh
I was not a believer.
goodness.
I thought you were going to live with just 1 more HP, but the U Fireball bringing you right to the corner for all the damage you needed off the Ender. We are 2-1 up for Elsa.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised about the final damage for that DP to close it. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness, what a steal from Elsa.
Yeah, sometimes you got to double down, send it with the DP on minus.
All right, good block. Not far enough to get that challenge.
Yep. There we go, 100 hands. We're back out to the mid-screen. Oh, and caught out trying to mash on the awkward knockdown. 6XL meaty works out well for Xerom.
All right, Sucker, there's our throw. Strong lead for Xerom right now.
Ooh.
Light wall will call out to BC. We've seen it before from Elsa. Good corner position again.
Yeah, BC Lightwall is foul. You know we're trying to play the Brave Counter Wars, but instead, new technology been developed by this Katalina fellow. It's BC out once again.
Let's see what we got. You're in a dangerous spot. Wall is against you. It's a 2v1 right now.
Yep. You want to play the spacing game against Charlotta, but it gives her so much room to try and counterpoke with the U-ball. But now with that off the table, Xerom still has to wait a little bit for the meter to come back up, but the 100 hands puts the round up.
Yeah, nice low poke here. Xerom will take a lead on this game.
Yep.
But 2-1 in favor of Elsa. Still a tall order.
Let's see, walk it out. Slow down the pace, caught up on the light wall, but still mashes out right after. Elsa a little slow on the follow-up.
Xerom was the thinker right there. Just opted for an empty jump. Not a full punish, just a reset off the close heavy. Massive damage.
Yeah. And I like the 6-6H as well, just to make sure we are all up against the corner for the full confirm. The EX ball, Xerom. Keep it clean, the close H to tie it up. We're going to game 5.
Oh my goodness, 2-all in the set, and what a turnaround the back and forth these two have had, although Elsa seemed to have found their groove, at least in game 2 and 3, but right now, Xerom in complete control over Elsa.
Yep. All right, shoulder check. We're finally seeing the triple attack low, you know, just a little tap to get us a little bit of space, but brings it right back with the light wall confirms.
2M, not close enough though, just stepping barely outside the range of Katalina.
Yep.
And dash out, oh, caught the pre-jump frames in the corner, nice block though.
Ball, trying to poke out with the 2M, it's scary, not trying to get counter poked by the ball. Ooh. 5U pick up, 5U confirm. We have a Raging Strike and Super in the back pocket.
And even Xerom recognizes the mistake, just not too happy about the scenario. A little bit of a grimace after that one.
Exactly, but it pixels all you're left with. We run up for the throw. The defense opened up. Elsa on set point.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, mid-screen. Oh!
Sniped out, EX ball. Look at all the corner carry we got off of it as well. Now we're up against this wall.
I wonder if we thought we'd stop just short, right? We've seen that so
Yeah.
many times with Xerom, it's just shy, throw attempt.
Yeah, threaten the L wall, little strike throw when you're least expecting it. Ooh, caught up on the light wall though. We're slipping and sliding. No pick up off the EX thrust, but if it doesn't work once, let's do it again. The double light wall. Now we're up here against this East Coast. One more hit could be enough for Elsa, especially with the SBA stocked.
It's so difficult to deal with. You try to brave counter, but Elsa's so ready for a light wall. Nice light poke.
Yeah, didn't believe in the hit. Just trying to play careful of all this meter that Xerom still has to fight back. Woo!
Plus,
Oh,
no
but
wall.
just a tiny bit too far for the wall bounce. Walk it out. There's so much meter for this U-ball. Again, this constant threat that we've been looking out for, but the reaction, SBA should be enough. A clean punish the Twitch reaction. Elsa is going to send Xerom down into the loser's side, securing her spot in Grand Finals.
I never would have thought, but of course we've seen that before. We saw it with Zippy in the top 16, right?
Yes.
The final moment here where there's no health, no opportunity. Let me take my shot. But it was during a Charlotta ball. Teed off for a quick 2-button press on the super just to get the dub.
Yep.
Well done from Elsa.
Is that
It's
Gandito?
Haha.
That's a image with evil intent. That's crazy work. I just think of the cat meme. That's so good. Shout out Gandito. He taught me how to do the Zeta Fuzzy. I still
there you
drop
go.
it,
I
but
saw
you
that,
know
I saw
that's
that,
on me. I gotta practice it.
Well, you'll get it.
So-
You'll get it. I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
That's what I'm saying. We got mentors out here in these streets, but we got competitors as well down here in the Hell's side to try and fight it out and get this potential run back against Xerom. We have our loser semis to try and find Elsa's opponent down there in finals.
Zippy and BlueSkyGuy.
Ruh-roh.
Lucilius and Vaseraga.
This is the battle of the homies, man. Trying to fight it out for that losers
Right?
finals.
Like-
They're sitting across from each other. They're like, oh man, we've played 100, 1,000 sets
God.
already together, and now we got to fight for this losers semis.
It was fun. Zippy was in the crowd cheering on BlueSkyGuy during
Yep.
the pools run, you know, watching. And, of course, Zippy was going to play the following day.
Yep.
So, you know, these two, good friends.
Exactly.
And now they're enemies. They don't like each other. They
I know.
honestly probably won't handshake.
Bracket turns us against each other as it does. You know, even the combo breaker, you know, pop off as he won. BSG was one of the first people to catch Zippy as he, you know, just exploded to the sky. He like jumped 12 feet into the air and he was like, oh, someone's got to catch him, man. Like,
Please watch out for the safety of the
like,
competitors.
hold on. I think someone had to like catch his glasses too. It was a pretty sick moment, I gotta say. But
Yes.
the brothers turned against each other in this losers semifinals as we wait for them to head up to the stand.
Yeah, and gosh, again, I just constantly get surprised by Vaseraga play
Yes.
against these high-tier characters. This is going to be fascinating, especially when Soulforge comes into play, because how are we going to deal with that, right? You're going to have to deal with like the, of course, you're trying to set up with levels.
Yep.
You do have Soul Force, so you can go Savage Rampage to shut down, at least walk towards the forward special from Lucilius.
Yeah.
So that gives you a hit of armor, command grabs, potential. It's the teleports I'm really concerned about here coming from Zippy. That is going to be a big factor, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's scary, right? Once you have that Soul Forge applied, I mean, yes, we have the multi-hits of the Blade Rift, whether it's the L version for the full screen or M to try and put this wall in between you and me, but, you know, some of the best pokes, of course, you know, only one hit coming out from Lucilius, so a well-placed, you know, usage of the Savage Tackle, of the Stomps as well is going to be a little scary, a little something for Zippy to have to worry about.
Yes, as we get real quickly set up here, going to have Blue Sky Guy, and again, Zippy already qualified, so honestly, so very rude. You know, like Blue Sky Guys just say, hey, I know we're homies, but come on. You know,
he's like, come on, what if you just like gave me for this one, right? You're already qualified, bro. Like, let me have this. He's like, hell no.
Look, confession time.
I'm locking in, buddy.
I'm terrified. I don't want to fight you.
Exactly. I was talking to you know, another competitor, not in Granblue, but in Strive. They were like, oh, I'm meeting this person in, you know, right outside of top 16 or right outside of top 8.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, good luck. He's like, if I lose to them, when we lose in online sets, they hold it over my head for 2 months. We are offline. I think if they beat me, I am never going to hear the end of it. Now, I don't know if that's the kind of, you know, situation that we got with these two brothers over here, but we'll see. It's the battle of the friends.
I don't know if that's your friend. Like,
that's what I'm saying,
like,
man.
That doesn't sound like... It's a fine rivalry.
That's
I don't
an
know.
acquaintance, yeah.
That sounds stressful.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
man.
an abusive relationship.
But it would definitely be stressful if we didn't have our buttons checked. So let's make sure everything is all good before we head on into this losers semis.
Absolutely.
Battle 1.
Gosh, yeah, so the distance game is going to be interesting. The damage output, of course, it's only going to be like a couple throws here that BSG is going to be fishing for. We'll see how that approach plays out.
Poke it on through, make sure everything's all good.
All right, we're about to kick it off. This is the loser semis between Zippy and Blue Sky Guy. Who's got Zippy? Nobody's got Zippy.
No one's got the Fallen Angel. What about BSG?
A little bit of BSG. I heard BSG.
I hear some noise for BSG, but we
Okay,
got the noise-canceling headphones pulled in. They're just like, all right, I don't need the crowd noise. I got to lock in. Let's see. Lucilius versus Vaseraga once again in this loser semis.
Locked. I love these animations. Well
That's what I'm
done,
saying.
crew. Well done, CEOtaku.
A man unleashed.
Tear me limb from limb. I won't rest till you breathe your last.
Vaseraga is actually like a super nice guy apparently in the gacha,
Right.
but you know, that's an intimidating gaze that he's got, an intimidating stature as well.
Believe in victory.
All right,
Battle 1.
game 1.
Engage.
Yeah, low.
Yeah, the back step into the sweep,
Ooh.
BSG.
Already had the roll swept high, but also going to go for that 2L.
Yep. Ooh, charge up the tackle. Now we're spaced out. Zippy holding on strong.
A very quick level 1, but honestly, Soul Forge here, stopping Zippy in their tracks. Crush. Nothing but respect. Another power wave here coming from BSG. The jumping goes unchallenged. Zippy just locked in the corner, and there's a Soul Forge. I'm telling you, off the teleport, you're caught in that corner. Mid-screen, maybe it'll save you with the teleport, but honestly, this is all BSG's territory.
Oh my god, read after read, the armor on every attempt for Zippy to try and escape this corner. A commanding first start for BSG.
Okay, going into this round 2, round start is going to be critical.
Ooh, the jump over the Blade Rift, but you're a little bit too far. Oh, but not too far this time. Instead, off of the punish, gets the grab, reset off of the JL.
Stomp, guard crush.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, nice teleport through.
Yeah, just go right through the Instinction. Knows that's such a big move to have to worry about from Vaseraga. The Soul Forge application, even on block, so trying to make sure we don't get these things for free, but BC out.
Good roll. Does get the command grab after single step.
Oof.
Another command grab.
No one ever does 3. Walk up. It's all strikes.
Yep. Let's get the forward special to shut down the offense from BSG, and yet still another Soul Forge to connect.
Yep. It's the strike, it's the slam, it's the M Iscariot. Now we got level 5 as well. Do we cash out early on the super? Indeed we do. Drain that BP while we have it.
Wow. That's a lot of damage actually against
Yeah.
Vaseraga.
Yeah, now even on that vast HP with no BP left, it's throw range. Gotta be careful. Rapidly chipping away.
So scary to make that dash up because of this moment here, the command grab.
Yep.
Does have plenty of meter. We go for the ult.
Ooh.
What a challenge.
I wonder what we were looking for there. We see the blue flash. Was it you Instinction? I have to imagine.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
was
the shoulder
forward.
tackle,
The
yeah.
shoulder tackle.
Yeah.
3. Engage.
Oos.
My goodness. Imagine though, what if it was command grab?
I know. Would have worked out well, but hard to say. The jump out, the backdash from Zippy could have come out as well. Now we have you up against the wall in good position to
Also.
secure this win con on the level 5.
So spot dodge for the corner. Shimmy. Dude, I'm still command grabbing. I got the forward movement.
I'm saying shimmy ya, shimmy yay. Now 50 meter down the drain. And we're waiting for that level 5, only a couple skills away.
A good roll.
Nice. All right, able to secure a little bit of space here in the mid screen. Ooh.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Level 5 here to you. Oh my goodness. One more sequence, you're done.
Close MM, the action control for a little extra damage. Zippy is gonna take game 1.
Very strong round here from Zippy.
You see BSG, he was like 45 degrees, bro. He was like, come on. What happened to my high health character, man? All right, let's see, game 2. Oh,
Level
yeah,
5 from Lucilius to be cooking.
it's the great equalizer from our fallen angel. Oh!
All right,
Okay.
my guy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dash up at you like that. I didn't realize.
I didn't mean to scare. I didn't mean to sneak up on you like that. All right, now we got you back in the corner with his back throw. Another scoop, another day.
All right, good. Got the forward ult.
Yep. Tried to send it with the fireball, but instead keeping the situation so clean up against this wall. Zippy, next hit should be level 5 and a clean confirm. Builds up 100 as well.
Pressed up. Good guard cancel with this level 5. There's so much damage potential. You can only armor for so long.
Yeah, I like the idea of the infinite armor off of the great scythe and the stone, but there we go from downtown, the full screen super. Zippy on set point.
You know what we need? We need player camps. Every time, I love it. If you ever watch Zippy play on the leverless,
Yeah.
when they get the kill, they go da-da. Like it's just a
Oh, the
finesse.
piano? Yeah. It's sick.
I pull it right back in here with the sword toss. Only
back
level
and forth.
2.
For the slam jam. No, instead we chill out with the stance,
Whoa.
able to crouch right under the swing.
It's big. And once again, level 5. So early on in these life bars.
Okay, walk it out, tried to avoid the tackle, but with the full charge, it's going all the way downtown.
I jump in medium.
Yep.
Stop the yard. Guard crush. And still stealing a turn. Zippy, very brave.
Okay, so for these far M's, we're already at level 5. Anything should be able to kill even through the boss HP. Now we send it with the U Blade Rift. It's active for so long, even through the infinite armor. But the scramble comes out in BSG's favor, the ultimate tackle.
Okay, but the 5H opens up, so there's a ton of damage on the table here. Oh my goodness, the low.
There we go, a clean pickup. Scaling might just save you, but level 5 still doesn't grip, especially with the Axiom control. 1, 2, 3, and the final beam is enough. Zippy is going to take it 2-0, but you're sticking around on the chair because you're hanging out here for this loser's finals.
I mean, goodness gracious, don't you forget how much damage Lucilius can do
No.
at level 5. A brilliant change for this character. It makes them all the more threatening, so difficult to deal with, but also getting plenty of play. And I think that is the key factor here, is that Lucilius before, strong within his own right, but it was so, again, difficult to access that win condition for the character to access the additional damage. And now there's so much more benefit and a lot easier access to get to that point. But of course, it's not just pick up Lucilius and take the dub.
Yeah.
There is still a cadence. You have to play this character to understand when you're going to get that level. It's not a free level for you every single time. It is definitely some bad matches for Lucilius, but not too far off. Lucilius is such a strong character.
Yeah, you definitely have some safe ways to farm it, right? You know, we talk about the slam, we talk about, you know, a lot of these Tesseros after knockdowns as well. But I think getting used to the character where normally, oh, your cooldown is only like a few seconds if you use the EX. Round this time, it's like, oh, there's no gold flash, but now I'm still waiting 8-10 seconds in between these, you know, these skills. And now you're thinking, okay, how am I going to sequence this to make sure that I'm able to get a decent knockdown while also making sure that I'm building up to that win con that I'm looking so much for. But again, one more time for BSG out at a respectable number 4, but that blue chair has been replaced with Zippy himself. Xerom coming in on that first place, or that rather player 1 side, as we head on into it, our losers finals.
It was the first position, though, so, you know.
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
not
He's
far
fighting
off.
for first place.
Yeah, that too.
Trying to make his way there, but let's make sure our buttons are all good.
You know what it was?
What's up?
No sword. Did
No
not bring up the sword.
Ooh, it was sheathed. Or it wasn't even sheathed. He
wasn't
left it
even
at
sheathed,
home. It
just
was
left it.
unequipped.
Oh, Mithra is upset.
He left it in the inventory, man. What is a man to do?
It's so unfortunate when you go into a battle on Granblue unequipped.
Yes.
Maybe you're on the wrong class for your character.
You just punch it on through.
You just go through and realize I could have beaten the raid if only I would have had the right equipment.
That's how it goes.
Lucifer.
Preparation is half the battle. And so is checking your buttons. Let's make sure everything's all good.
Strong preparation here. And again, another
Lucifer.
clash of the Titans here, as it were. Elsa up against Xerom. Or excuse me, Zippy against Xerom. It'll be Elsa Xerom.
He definitely wants it to be the
potentially
Elsa
later.
Xerom run back, but I don't know. Zippy's still standing in your way.
I can't believe you infected me, J2. What happened?
That's what I'm saying, man. Hard to keep track over here, even with only 8 more competitors, even in our top 3, fighting for their lives.
This is where all the marbles are lying.
Yep.
100 points on the line for first place, 45 on second.
What is it, 20 for third, I think?
I believe so. It goes
Yep.
down from there like exponentially.
Yeah. Let's see how much gatekeeping, how much point strucking we can see from Zippy, from, you know, these Con-May gamers who are trying to solidify their spots on the leaderboard, but the buttons are all good. What stage are we setting? What's the OST for our penultimate set? It's Versusia's theme. It's coming up on the end of the world here as we head into our losers finals, Xerom versus Zippy.
It's the versus theme.
You know, I did not realize Versusia was like the versus of Granblue Fantasy Versus for so long. It took me a while, an embarrassingly long time, but of course, we still got to let these intros rock.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, like, have you played through the whole story? Because I've not played through the whole story of Rising.
I have
Rising,
not, no.
So, like, that would have gone over my head for quite some time.
That's
too.
fair. That's fair. I hear she's the evil version of a certain, you know, well-beloved character.
Right,
but
right.
Characters on the screen, of course. We got that Charlotta versus Lucilius.
Believe in victory.
Let's see it.
Battle 1. Engage.
Oh,
Round start parry. That's kind of bold.
I mean, oh, God. Oh, no.
Your bravery.
2H, I'm going to steal this damage away. How dare you clash with me immediately on parry. Another Raging Strike, but not enough meter for chain.
Yeah, I think we might have just been a little bit too far to get that corner conversion. And now all this BP down the drain, the Raging Strike. Xerom says, all right, I got to dig into the bag of tricks.
Zippy doesn't have a high enough sword level to contend with Charlotta. Doesn't have any meter to go for reversal super. You're kind of stuck here right now.
Yeah, how are we going to safely build it up? Again, the M is scary. It slows down the pace of the game so much, especially when Xerom has lethal with 150% damage modifier. Able to escape.
Maybe it doesn't matter all that much. The forward alt special finishes the job.
Here we go. No need to have to bet on a 2H for lethal. Instead, with no BP for Xerom as well, you knew that that UDP would get you the kill.
Parry, round start, maybe thought the jumping was going to come through.
Yeah, I wonder what we're, you know, thinking with a lot of these 5Us, right? Maybe just trying to stop you from the L phosphorus, but all right, stagger pressure off these 6/6Ls. Again, another late tech coming out from Zippy.
I'm trying to challenge it to Charlotta ball.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Triple attack overhead. Got to put it on the brain once. Oh, but we walk up, we bait out the UDP, and we get the 6/6H, just a little bit more corner carry to make sure we get that wall bounce. Xerom optimized.
Okay. Oh, the Helm Splitter.
The chop. A couple more of those, and it's lights out for Zippy in this round. Still so much meter to work with.
All right, got the EX hands to come through.
Yep.
Nice dive.
Ooh. Scary to look for the
Whoa.
BC. Got to block something first, but instead it's the sweep for Xerom to tie it up.
All right, strong life lead for Xerom. Great answer back against Zippy, who quite literally just ran with an expensive round start. 3 break points down. Like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a rough start for sure.
2H.
Looking for the noble strategy. A little bit too far for the pickup, but it's all good. We still build up the blade level even on whiff.
Oh, nice tech.
Yep.
Got the forward special again. Another Charlotta ball.
Yep. In case you try and advance, we're setting up the
Ooh.
M blade rip. A safe way to build up the meter.
All right, Raging Chain baits out the BC attempt from Xerom with that teleport. Locks down in corner with the early fireball.
Yeah. Maybe trying to bait out a Raging Strike there on the early Iblis, but here we go. Button tech.
Ooh, okay.
Sniped out by the dive kick.
All right, we still got that level 5. Zippy has a lot of ammunition against Xerom right now.
Okay, now we're staggering. Just keep it slow. You know that there's a nuclear bomb on the other side with that level 5 damage. Oh,
no.
Tried to BC, but instead caught out by the gap on the noble strategy.
Enough.
But caught out by the counter. Tried to go for the fuzzy mash. Instead, the timing caught by the U100 hands. Game 1-0.
Are we not feeling Lucilius? Hold on, just need some moment.
Yeah. I think this is a reconsideration of the game plan more than it is, oh, do we want to go back to the Nier? I've not seen him pick up the Nier in quite some time, but still, how are we going to proceed as we head on into it? Maybe we got some time to change up the tunes in the aux as well.
Yeah, that's got to be it, because honestly, I would be insanely shocked if Zippy goes back to Nier on this one. This matchup is not going to be ideal for Nier in the hands. Charlotta in the hands of Xerom.
Yeah.
Is such an overwhelming force. We're seeing that right now, even against Lucilius here.
All right, and we're back on into a deep breaths on both sides as we head into game number 2.
Lucifer.
Back into it that we go. That round start with the 5U. Also very interesting calls here coming from Xerom. We're going to be able to get those parries, and it gives Zippy that moment of hesitation on round start. You're opting to go down back or even just crouch.
Exactly.
Anticipation for what Xerom's going to do.
Ooh. There we go, spot dodge on the 2U, but just a little bit too far out for the 2H. The timing was good, but love the air stall coming out from Xerom again, just stuffing all these anti-air attempts. Oops. Jump out, we get the corner once again. The BC caught by the parry, the Koenig shield. Ruh-roh.
Sets up the fireball forward. Nice stagger low.
Yep, it's blade ripped, it's slammed, just trying to build up this meter. It's quite a bit of health in the process though.
Oh my goodness, we've been seeing the reactions from Zippy all day.
The Paradise lost, drained the VP, but it's still not enough. One more flicker of health here for Xerom.
The 2L chase here, hands, nice guard cancel out. Final touch, no matter what, who was going to be quicker on the draw was the key factor here. It was high noon right here in Granblue.
There we go. The shot to the kneecaps, that 2L for Xerom. One more round up, but again, it's first to 3. We still got a little bit more time to maneuver.
The back throw goes for the noble strategy low, but gonna get caught by fireball from Zippy.
Yeah, nice routing. The airborne hit, the counter hit, but yeah, all your cooldowns are down. The blade level is still pretty low, so just has to take the knockdown. All right, take to the sky, there, the slam.
Oh, teleport wrong side. What a great approach here from Xerom.
Behind the back. Okay. EX ball, no BP available for Zippy, but still has such a big health lead. Caught up by the level 5 is scary. This should be the kill.
Oh, absolutely.
Bop, bop, bop. And the final beam to send it home. One round apiece here in game 2.
All right, still such a tight game between these two. Xerom, with that game up, has a little bit of advantage.
Yep.
Jeez, the forward special not going to connect here, but draws the line, shuts down the attempt at maybe a Charlotta ball potential.
Ooh. Yeah, plus wins off the dive once again. BC out. Just farming this blade level, but EXTP to stop the momentum.
Oh, jeez, 5L. The forward special here. Got just a perfect range for the spot dodge of the projectile coming from Zippy.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, TP in place. But Xerom still rapidly bringing us over to this corner, walking us down. The UDP, the Helmbreaker. It's falling apart on the defense here for Zippy. What can we do? One more throw is lethal, but so is a low. The Helmbreaker, the BC for BC. We're looking for Chip. One more hit. And there we go, the game for Xerom 2-0.
Try as you might, but Xerom being conservative on those resources was the victor here. And Zippy, knowing that they were at a life deficit, needed to try to cross that threshold and to stay alive because they knew the chip was imminent no matter what.
Forced to make a decision to try and stay alive, but instead the 6-6L gonna whip right under, but that's perfect for you as we whiff the Helmbreaker. Good start for Zippy.
Oh, already in your face. Got the projectile corner position with the teleport to boot.
Yep.
We're sitting here at level 2 sword.
Ooh, there we go. Sniped out by the 100 hands. The link into the noble strategy. All this corner carry saves a little bit of meter for it too.
They just got that 25%,
Yep.
30% now they're on the health bar. Launch Xerom. Get out of this corner, and that is unfortunate because we want to hold that as Charlotta and spun right into the projectile. That's a big follow-up here from Zippy to take a round.
Yeah, I wonder what we were looking for. Maybe we thought it would be the L blade lift trying to make our way in on that full screen projectile, but instead the active frames just keeping you locked down. A clean kill for Zippy.
It's so tricky to roll through. We saw Xerom do it before, but
Yep.
again, the spacing can be so odd. Fortunately, not in an unblockable situation. That was so close.
Yeah, I was scared. I thought we'd be brought back down to earth by a normal, but instead we're brought back down with a counter hit far L, just trying to look for some corner carry here with this Raging Strike.
All right, huge start here. Zippy is trying to establish at least one game on the board in this
Yep.
losers finals. Level 3 sword. We're playing real Granblue. Nice JU.
That's like the third time I've seen JU in my life. Barely an option that we see, but the air-to-air clean from Zippy still gives Xerom the opportunity to escape the corner.
Shrinky takes that bait. Nice 5L.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, knew that the reaction was a little bit late, so didn't want to risk an encounter hit on a late 2H.
Still very doable for Xerom due to the fact that Zippy has no break points.
Yeah. Okay, tapping out with the 2 Ms. Ooh, but the slam's enough. Zippy puts a game on the board. It's not a 3-0 just yet.
Not quite there. At least getting that point on the board. Back to the character select we go just for a moment.
Yep.
Cool things off.
Yeah, that was a character select on Zippy's side as well. Even if we're able to get the game, we can't let the momentum get to our head. We have to keep calm, cool, and collected to try and tie this back up. Let's see. It's deep breaths. What worked, what didn't, and how is Xerom going to adapt? Going into game number 4, I have to be ready for this next layer.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Zippy has been racking their brain throughout the set, finding things that do work in the moment, but also just there hasn't been like a solid game plan that has consistently worked against Xerom.
Yeah.
That's always been the threat of Xerom, right? Because they are unconditionable when it comes to their sets. And
Exactly.
it's coming to play here for sure.
Yeah, still a relatively close game even when we took it. And thinking about it, you know, it's a couple crucial mistakes that I think put it into Zippy's favor. So
Right.
now he's thinking, oh man, how can I put the mental stack higher so that I can force out some more of those mistakes and stay alive in the losers finals? Let's see.
Special again.
Yep.
Have to survive that onslaught from the projectile. Holy Ladder does get you lift off. Oh, the teleport connects here. Zippy going to get level 2. Try to JU connect air to air with Xerom, but Xerom's not done a whole lot of jumping on this round, actually.
There we go, the end blade ripped. We're already built up to almost level 5, so any normal into a Emiscaria, it might just threaten the super.
Oh, thought we were outside the range of the projectile.
Yep.
Ooh, to you. Big pickup here. Can spend super, and we will.
2, 3. We took the BP, we put you in throw range. Now Zippy just backing up, really does not have to make any big committal decisions to find that last hit.
Got that guard cancel, but a late tech, and it's still going to be Xerom to steal the turn with SSBA available. Back throw.
Oh God. Xerom might be able to do it. It's fine spending the BP when anything's one touch. Either way, we send it with the super. Oh, but it recovers in time. It's a little too slow, but so is the punish from Zippy.
Nice little safe call here so we don't have to get locked down by the projectile. What a dash L finish here. Xerom, a round up here and a match point.
And the craziest, the crowd's gone this entire top 8. Xerom staying alive with a pixel of health. Now on set point, wants that run back against the teammates so bad, but Zippy staying alive, caught up in the corner once again by the 6-6L.
Oh, nice 5L to call out the noble strategy
Yes.
there. We can confirm with the Raging Chain too to try to press out of that corner.
Yeah, maybe no meter for the ultimate Tessera, so holding on strong. Speaking of meter, it's the UDP for a clean knockdown, but the mash outs working out pretty well for Zippy, unafraid of a counter hit.
Whew. Nice to you. 50% life lead here
Ooh.
on the side of Zippy. Able to get that projectile. Oh my goodness, wait.
Again, looking for the spot dodge, might have had lethal, but a crucial drop there from Zippy. You had one more BP, could have brought us over to the corner, but needs the one more hit. No confirm off of the punish. The far L didn't believe was looking for the stagger, but the scoop up off the M is scary, and Zippy stays alive.
What did we do? We tried to go for the down special. Really?
I
Okay,
think so.
noble
Maybe-
strategy startup got caught.
Yeah, right before it took airborne, I guess, but here we go. Just a little bit too off the ground for your own good. Sends out the L blade rip. It's the roll. Finally working out for Xerom here. Been trying to call it the entire time.
No way. Helm Splitter beating the 2H. That's so unfortunate for Zippy.
Yeah, we saw that a couple times in that previous game as well. The air cell right out of range, but instead Zippy brings you right back down to earth. It's Emiscaria. Next hit should be able to build up the specials as well for level 5.
All right, there we go. Projectile out, tries to shimmy, not able to get it confirmed. Too high up.
Spooky, scary, no skeletons. We send it with the Iscariot, just looking for something here to try and open up Xerom. The late tech, we're up against the wall. It's extra damage with only 1 BP in the tank.
I'm scared too, Xerom. Look at this, 100% meter, level 5. You're just above the 50% range.
100% on both sides, 50 seconds on the clock, but finally the shimmy, the stagger, the 6-6L from Xerom. It's not going to be lethal even when we take this final BP with the super. But still one more touch.
We got Hell Splitter, does get challenged here by the 5L. The teleport doesn't convert. One more hit. Xerom just needs one, but we take it with the EX hands. Xerom returns to the grand finals position against Zippy, or Elsa.
The drop on the ultimate Tessera is such a heartbreaker, looking to bring us over to the other side or at least get a solid knockdown, but the scramble for the 50% sent and down the drain. But Zippy at a respectable 3rd place, fought for his life in that losers finals. Let's give it up for him one more time.
Woo! That is one more Arc World Tour qualifier down.
Yep.
But these two have yet to solidify their position. I mean, you can feel pretty comfortable if you're Elsa right now with that many points. Xerom could jump up tremendously if we get this 100 points here. If we take down Elsa, if we make this run back.
Yeah.
This is a big, I said, what did I say earlier? The wild card, the dark horse here of the bracket. Xerom, the one that you want to keep your eye. I said this the last time Arc World Tour made that update on YouTube across the standings. This is a player you want to watch out for because with 2 more stateside qualifiers, Xerom could really shake things up. I know Elsa pretty well established again.
Yep.
Strong competitor. Looking pretty good right now. Guaranteed at least 45 points.
Yeah. An absolute, legend of a competitor, especially with the rising scene, kind of the Mahono bourbon of the situation. We're looking for that triple crown. We're trying to secure our spot on this leaderboard, but Xerom, again, that dark horse, the rice shower, trying to steal those points. Again, it's this team kill, but of course, only one of them can get this 100 at this Arc World Tour Gold Qualifier.
That's crazy. So as the last standings here on the Arc System Works website in terms of scoring, right? 111. 111 for Xerom.
Okay.
So if we win this whole thing, we're looking at 211 points.
Okay.
Elsa is sitting right now at 248 points. So us locking you in, if you win this, you're good.
Yeah.
You've crossed the threshold, at least just below Tororo, who will likely be changing in ranking once Games Cup happens.
Yeah.
Just above Gamera, who also will likely be changing position once Games Cups happens.
Yep.
But Xerom, again, 100 points here, and then whatever points we get at Frosty, barring you travel to either Games Cup or Kayane Cup.
Bit far out, yeah.
Xerom is looking like they may make a return to Arc World Tour, but again, it's very dependent upon the other World Tours that are out there.
Exactly. So Elsa wins, it's solidifying a spot for that Triple Crown. If Xerom wins, it's another threat to have to worry about until the end of that Arc World Tour qualification. So fighting it out. We saw that here for the button check, but of course, we're going back to the Katalina, our new reliable here as we head into our grand finals. Again, Xerom coming in from that loser side has to reset the bracket, win 2 sets in a row before Elsa is able to win 1. And I'm so excited to see the action one more time. Let's make some noise for grand finals. Xerom versus Elsa.
Woo! Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm spooked, but of course we gotta let the intros rock one last time.
It's a classic. Katalina versus Charlotta. It's back to vanilla all over again. Some new tricks up our sleeves here.
Nothing ever changes. We got a few more blue screen flashes, but we're back to what we know and love. Xerom immediately getting hit by the 6-6L on the round start.
That's right. Light wall tries to make a quick FADC approach.
Okay, the triple far L, not going to look for the grab just in case it was a little bit too far. We're seeing those proximity normals, so knows that we're not looking for that. But instead, even after winning the scramble, Xerom able to pull right back up.
Nice corner carry again off the wall, substantial lead. And again, this was a 3-2 victory for Elsa, so this goes the distance for sure, if not getting that reset.
Oops. The whiff on the 6-6M, but just a little bit too late on the reaction. Elsa not able to find the punish. Would have been an escape out of the corner, but now counter hit off of the EX ball should be a clean kill with Raging Strike Super. There we go.
Good round up here. A very strong start for Xerom. Exactly where we want to be, with a substantial life lead.
Battle 2. Engage.
I mean, honestly, giving Xerom a second chance against you is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Just calling on the light wall, too.
Yeah, there we go. Just mashing on the lights, trying to catch out the follow-up. Even if we ended up swinging into the wall, the low recovery working out well for Xerom, but nothing found off the Helm Splitter.
There we go. Look at the light wall dash.
Yep. Walk it out. 2M, hold the wall.
Oh, no, caught the recovery.
Yeah, now caught you in a second U-ball as well. The refund's coming up huge, but no refund on the HP. Nothing recoverable to be seen. The safe jump off the dive, and Xerom takes a quick game 1.
Oops.
Oops, it's all ultimate skills. It's all that extra damage here. Now, rehydrating. We have a decent amount of time to re-get that download on Xerom and warm up the muscle memory once again. It's game 2.
Yeah, heading into it here, opening gamut, going to be a little more conservative on either side.
Yep.
At least get some shit. Oh, the parry. So our first blood will be Xerom here with a big counter hit heavy.
Here we go, noble strategy, the sweep up once again.
Oh, nice conversion off that dash H. Very good.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of the overheads coming out from Xerom, the chops. Now another throw. I think parry might even be lethal, but no confirm off the far L. It's okay, you have such a big life lead, doesn't have to do anything too crazy.
Yeah, now you got your chip.
Yep.
It's just time to dip.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the salsa on the side? Looking for anything. Scary to get counter poked out of a U-ball.
Doesn't want to spend an ult because we do see that 100% meter on the side. Elsa getting baited out on another safe jump. That DP again.
Yeah. Different setup. The same move, that noble strategy, ending up safe jumping, just trying to fight your way back out with the MDP, finding nothing on the other side. 3 rounds in a row for Xerom.
Like, nice parry. Able to get a side swap. All the better here for Xerom.
Yeah, we're putting you at that perfect 5H range. But we got the side swap, but if anyone's got corner carry to bring you right back over to the other corner, of course, it's Katalina.
Crumple. Corner position again.
I crumple, I fold, I'm stuck in the corner. Building up 100 meter here for Xerom, but you're taking damage is not the way that you want to see it. The clash!
Big launch. Nice finish with the 2M.
Able to get the best of the scramble here as we tie it up in game 2.
Battle 3. Engage.
All right, round start here. EX Charlotta ball, feeling the type of way about that last round, but the whip throw, not a full punish. She got off scot-free on that one.
Yeah, we call that the Granblue handshake, plus on whip, and still keeping the corner for it. Caught up on the dive kick.
All right, shimmy here, and again, just we weren't holding block.
We got owned by Twinkle Toes. That's how it goes.
Also, what are you looking for here? Getting mesmerized by the Charlotta dance?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Little back step, forward step. Trying to box you out here as we make our way to this West Coast corner. BC out. Oh, no.
Nuh-uh.
The catch on the 6-6L, and the SBA is lethal. Now Xerom up 2-0, threatening the reset with some insane momentum. You see the smirk.
I knew you were good at 6-6L there.
It was calculated.
All right. 2-0. Not the back and forth that we got on the winners finals quite yet.
Wonder if it's just taking Elsa a little bit of time to warm back up, or if Xerom's really just changed up the momentum entirely, the play style, leaning so heavy into a lot of these overheads, these safe jumps with the noble strategy as well, but nothing found off of the chop. Instead, it's still the 2L.
More of a dance here. Nice spot dodge of the projectile. Elsa already owns this lead right now, so stopping short with that 2M.
Oos.
Spin. Ooh, what a throw. And again, noble strategy, not active.
Exactly. Chilling out here, BC out. Oh, caught up with the EX ball. It's a lot of space gained here for Xerom. Lots of room to move with the whip punish on the 5H as well. Elsa, a little too preemptive for her own good and caught up by the parry. It's the roll to swap the sides. It's the revolving door of the corner. It's an SBA. Spin one more time for the kill.
It's the dance. The dance of Charlotta has been catching Elsa time and time again.
Jesus, Xerom has this sweep momentum just absolutely in spades. Elsa only to take a single round so far.
Yeah. Nice, good spot dodge again, neutral jump. No punish though.
Walk it out, 2M.
Nice. Outside the max range here, not walking into the Helm Splitter.
Yeah, so many times we've been, you know, been getting caught out by it. We're able to stand block it, but now we're looking for the whip punish. Elsa with absolute momentum on her side. An early combo limit coming out here.
His hands, nice BC for corner. Dash L staggering pressure here. It's so scary because holding ladder is certainly a reversal option. But I think Xerom's patience is certainly going to hold out. Unfortunately, not this time around because we'll go down around.
Yeah, maybe believed in the hit a little bit too much, or maybe a misinput. I imagine that noble strategy on block, not exactly what you're looking for, but still reset point for Xerom.
Absolutely.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh, neutral jump, maybe trying to go over around start ball, but instead caught up by EX Helm Splitter.
You're going to take to the skies. I'll follow you right behind.
Right
Nice.
over to the corner. Yeah, a little too far for that far L.
Now, wait a minute here. 50% life lead for Xerom.
Ooh.
Nice. Noble strategy with a throw. Full conversion.
Yeah.
Super.
Oh my god, into the SBA, the brilliant moon, the perfect! Xerom resets the bracket, and that is the first time we've seen the command grab this entire set in Grand Finals. So many times, 8, 9, 10 times in a row, looking for the Helm Breaker.
Yes.
And when you finally look for the stand block, all of a sudden you're getting caught up by the low.
You nailed it right there. It's literally the conditioning of the Helmbreaker every single time from Xerom up until that point. In the final moment here where it was do or die, you got the reset,
Yep.
and now you're going to have to think twice about it. But that's the thing, it was so rare, you're not going to look for it on the next set.
Exactly, yeah. Knowing that we've only seen it once out of every 12 times, yes, it's on the brain, but, you know, it only serves to add a little bit of doubt. There's no extra, you know, data given on the flowchart here.
You know, the difference, though, in the last set,
Yeah.
there was a few more anti-air attempts on that noble strategy from
Yeah.
Elsa, so maybe being a little more, I guess, aggressive on your defense, right, to try to get that DP attempt. Maybe you go for a 2H
Yeah.
preemptively to catch that startup, but I understand the hesitation because it's now such a tense moment here for Elsa. On the cusp of victory here, wants the 100 points, wants to lock in their position, but yet so does Xerom.
Exactly. Conditioned to stand block, and then we go for the command grab. Conditioned to DP, and then we just do 5 safe jumps in a row and eat so much damage off of it. Elsa feeling backed into a corner, but now off of the reset. Xerom one more set away from taking home these 100 points.
Well, here we go. Final set of this top 8.
Let's see it. We're swiping on through with the 2Ms once again. The delay on the light wall.
Got our thrust in the corner position and sitting in the Granblue zone, as we like to say here.
Yep.
Able to react to a lot of this pressure that can come from Charlotta, but you lost ground. Xerom's walking you down.
Exactly. We poke out with the far M. Looking for something, anything here. It's slowing it down with the fireballs, but instead it's the roll on the thrust to escape the corner. Tricky from Xerom, and now we get the wall bounce.
Off the wall, raging strike. Let's lock in this lead. Helm Splitter low. Look at this. Thought you could throw, but we got the jump again. So light on their feet, Xerom, honestly.
A tricky gamer, but didn't have enough meter for a raging strike to secure lethal, but it's all good. With that health lead like that, no big risk need to be taken to put the round on the board.
Absolutely, just a single 5L, close it out, locked in for a round. Oh, and we tried. See, I'm sorry, I gave you bad advice. I'm sorry.
We were saying DP more, but now Xerom hearing it through the headphones is like, you're right, maybe I should be looking to bait that out just a little bit. It would be the answer to what I've been showing these past 3 games. And now game number 4, it's the U Fireball. Elsa fights back.
Right, there we go, coast to coast, we go off the wall.
Yep.
Got that stagger, there's her 2M. Oh, the parry every single time we've seen that sequence. Xerom has that 5U on lock.
There we go, the 6-6L. We still got 100 meter behind it. It's another game in a row.
4 games.
Yep.
4 games after reset here. Last set, it was 3-2 in winners finals.
Yeah. No return to the character select screen. We're still keeping it going. Now we walk it out slow. The down back from the round start. Xerom showing a lot of this 5U from round start as well. So Elsa may be looking for a whiff punish, but nothing to be found. But now we see the 5U.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Helm Splitter again. It's so insane to see how much control Xerom has against Elsa's reactions right now.
Yep.
Elsa hesitating to go for anti-air attempts or even DPing against the noble strategy.
Exactly.
What a...
Ooh, okay. Maybe a little overzealous on the Brave counter there. Really trying to swap out the momentum as we see the health draining, but only lost a little bit more on top of the BP that you spent.
Spot dodge. We'll see if you can make this comeback here.
Yeah.
It's a tall order. Certainly not impossible on the side of Xerom, but the dash L, going to make it almost all but certain. And yes, Elsa with the round.
Tall order for a short soldier. Elsa trying to stop the momentum as we go, but I don't know, man. This momentum from Xerom has been insane. Just keeping you on your toes, rotating between the layers, and now the mash out on the 6XL. It's brave.
Good roll. Stops the dash up from Elsa.
Yep.
And you already walked down Elsa. She's locked into this corner. Dash L. Looked like a startup on thrust right there.
Yeah. Maybe trying to challenge if we were looking for another backdash again.
No.
The Helm Breakers, but the walkout, the EX thrust off the wall bounce. Elsa swapping up the momentum so quick, but still a little bit more to even up the health lead. Now we walk it out once again. Not going to get got by the Charlotta dance. EX thrust. We see the blue flash, and it's an SBA for Elsa.
Okay. Let's see. Not too far off for Xerom here
Yeah.
if we want to turn it around. Does get the spin. Pretty brave of Xerom.
Tipper on the thrust. 5U backstep. This is a bad trade for Elsa. Able to get the clean knockdown and the walk out of the corner. The whip on the Raging Strike. Elsa ties it back up.
Yeah, Elsa been outside of that maximum range where the Raging Strike could connect.
Yep.
A shimmy of an interesting distance because you're expecting maybe throw or just a button to come out to whiff punish. And yet
Exactly.
still, every single time it's been Xerom trying to go for a brave counter, potentially on maybe a far L that
Yeah.
you block, try to steal back the turn.
Spooky situations for sure. Now we're tied up in the grand finals, going for the immediate noble strategy, but now going back into the DP. A little bit of confidence, maybe some pep in Elsa's step.
Realizing, yes, I do need to show that DP as an option to dissuade Xerom from going for that noble strategy.
Exactly. Ooh, 5U
nice.
into the back step. Not going to do 3 in a row, though. Instead, it's the EX ball to try and fight back for this mid-screen presence.
Couple of them there. Good spot dodge and thrust.
Avoiding the fireball. Dive kick for the plus frames. And we bait out the throw as well off the walk-up.
There we go. Dash out. Launch. Super on the way for Xerom. One touch scenario here for victory if Xerom gets a hit. Elsa with the guard cancel out.
Yeah, the low swipe. Now we walk it out. Yeah, the BC wars, but immediately BC into the light wall keeps you up against the corner. But Elsa really can only eat one more light confirm before it's lights out.
Not too far. Not able to continue the pressure. But we can be very explosive right now as we slowly build up this meter.
Now we're poking out, not trying to give too much room for Xerom here, but there we go. The EX thrust, the wall bounce is clean, and the last hit of the UDP is enough. Elsa with another round.
The patience pays off here as Elsa stunts the bleeding here.
Yeah. Still a fighting chance. It was looking like such a dominating reverse sweep momentum from Xerom, but Elsa saying, no, I'm on the team 2 for a reason, but swiped out on the 2M, tried to go for a third light wall, only to get put up against this East Coast corner.
Stack pressure again. Good throw. Guard cancel.
Oh, nice. I like to confirm. Caught up on the counter hit far L.
Ooh.
Looks like we recognize the U ball, but maybe just a Twitch reaction that betrayed our own expectations. Instead, the throw post-clash, the 5U waiting it out, and Xerom finds the hit.
Very clutch, especially after the BC war, but again, conservative on those resources. Xerom coming out on top with at least one brave point left over for them where Elsa just did not have enough to follow up.
Oh, spaced out on the thrust, but still off the minus frame. Xerom going brave with the throw.
What a jump from Xerom, and
Yeah.
we're going to get cornered.
Takes to the skies. L-ball ender. Now we're walking it out. Walk that walk, talk that talk.
Just a couple swats.
Ooh.
Nice. There's that poke. Xerom here already has a strong life lead. Raging Strike in the super. Where we at?
Ooh. Living with the sliver, but Elsa only one BP to her name, but of course looking out for it. It's the empty dive to throw. Xerom, one game away from taking it all home.
This has been very intense, right? We got that spot dodge, avoids, honestly, the Raging Strike. We get a taste of our own medicine here on the side of Elsa, who's been baiting out so many of Xerom's brave counter attempts.
Yep.
This is it. Elsa going to take a moment here. Xerom on the cusp of stealing away 100 points. Elsa is the one that is so close to locking in this qualification for Arc World Tour Finals. Yet Xerom, much like we've seen so many times before in Paragon Line ladders, last minute entry here for Arc World Tour qualification. Last minute entry to qualify on Paragon Line top 8 finals here. yeah, we're talking about the last-ditch effort kid out here with Xerom.
Exactly. It's the battle of what we could say is a mentor and a student. Of course, these teammates trying to fight and improve so that they can have these results for Conway Esports as we go. But running into the grand finals, only one of them can make it out, and Xerom still trying to stake his claim and come back to Arc World Tour Finals in March.
Well, here we go.
Old Shrine.
What is potentially the final battle, unless if Elsa has something to say about it.
Katalina.
Here we go. Iced out in the character select screen gives ourselves a little bit of room to breathe. We're going to the snow stage, like you said, potentially our final game of grand finals, but Elsa looking to tie it back up for one more game.
Battle 1. Engage.
Shell here and already got that jump arc again. Very tricky spot, but Elsa was already committed to a button press, so no anti-air option.
This damn Vicky theme. I'm trying to take myself so seriously, but all I hear is the rat in the background. And instead, behind the back, it's the whip on the dive, but no punish from Elsa.
Nice thrust. Oh, but the 5L just run up.
Damn, a brave walk up, but finally checked by the 6XL. Xerom able to down back in time. Okay.
Good job. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, a bit too far from the far M.
Right, nice poke. Got the ult crumple here. We'll get that corner carry.
Yep. Could do another ult fireball, but we saved the meter for a later time.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better call. We've seen so many times where Elsa has gone for the double ult fireball calls, not getting that much of a return off of it.
Exactly, yeah. Now you don't have the threat of it later on, but instead the U fireball, or the U ball rather, still enough after the refund from Xerom.
All right, just outside the max range at 2M, you see the spacing so important.
Ooh. BC, we're spending diamonds back and forth, and now the 6XL to jump over, no throw baited.
Oh, actually, that'll do. That'll do right there. One round away from victory. It's all over here. That means that Xerom could potentially lock in that finish to take the Arc World Tour 100 points away from Elsa.
Exactly. One more round between you and this victory, but it's the MVP to stop the ball in the tracks.
All right, there's our throw. At least a good lead for Elsa right now. 2M. Oh, backdash. Just not getting caught, but the parry.
Yeah, haven't seen it in so many games, but got to put it back on the stack once again to escape this corner.
All right, dash M. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Called out the BC, and look, we're going to steal a lead with this here.
Thought it would be a frame kill, but instead the delay might be sending Elsa down into her grave. One more touch could be it, especially with 100 meter in the bank. Xerom looking for one more U-ball.
This would be quite the story here. Elsa on the back foot right now, one touch away from death. No break points here. Xerom needs one final hit and will succeed with the dash, and Xerom will take it and gain 100 points, stepping up exponentially higher in the qualification for Arc World Tour, shaking things up and still solidifying that they belong here in this Arc World Tour running and potentially getting one step closer as we look forward to Frosty Faustings here in the near future.
And so many of these events, trying to get the camera to focus. There we go, the Charlotta carried her on his back this entire time, the entire year. So many of these events being so close to victory, these second, these third place finishes, but just barely escaping the grasp of victory. But now, here at CEOtaku, your champion, once again, Conway Esports own Xerom, and what an amazing run it was.
I told you, chat, I told you, crowd, I told you.
He told
Xerom,
you.
This dark horse, this wild card in the Arc World Tour qualification still has a little bit of room to get up there and guarantee the qualification, could win this Platinum event. We've seen today that even in such a stacked bracket, it is possible for Xerom to make it, and there was no doubt that Xerom could have won. But the cards were pretty well stacked against you considering the pedigree of players that were throughout this bracket, and there's going to be even more at Frosty to lock in this victory. The work isn't done yet, and Elsa, like, so heartbreaking too, because this was so important for Elsa to lock in that victory, get the 100%. First and foremost, 45 points is great. That does maintain her position in the Arc World Tour qualification, but man, it would have been far better to relax for the next few months with that extra 100 points.
Have a little bit of that extra breathing room, but no, the competitive fire looks like it still has to be lit in Elsa. But talking about this dark horse this entire time, the battle of the Rice Shower, trying to take that triple crown away from Elsa, but still an opportunity potentially for both of them to qualify for Arc World Tour Finals. Of course, Frosty Faustings, like you mentioned, and still that LCQ, the last chance qualifier over at the finals themselves. But we'll see. I mean, today, Xerom, this is your kickoff show. This is your victory that you've been looking for the entire year, running in all these races and finally coming up in first. But of course, we got to give our flowers to the rest of the gamers as we wait for them to head up to the stand.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a grueling race. We've had some great surprises.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about CEOtaku, but there's a lot of great surprises that you can look forward to in other top 8 run-ups here, especially this one.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, looking at this run, considering that we had a couple Anres to show up, and we had, you know, so many competitors, honestly, very close to victory. But we are having our top 8 ceremony here. Let's take a look and celebrate our top 8. In 7th place, we have Angel. And then also tied for 7th place, New 13. 5th place, we're looking at Aarondamac. And then also tied for 5th, the Stealer. And in 4th place, with a grueling work to get to this position here, honestly, can't stress that enough, Vaseraga out here in 4th from Blue Sky Guy. And then in 3rd place, locked in already for this Arc World Tour competition, but still such a big heart when it comes to the competition field, Zippy in 3rd place. And then, oh man, 2nd place, working with a brand new character and finding a new home, Elsa. And then your champion of CEOtaku 2024, it's the 8th edition, Xerom on Charlotta from Conmay Esports. Let's give it up for your top 8, folks.
Hell yeah. And of course, a little bit of love from Zenny Gaming as well for our 1st place finish. But one more time, everyone, make some noise for your Granblue top 8 here at CEOtaku.
Well, quite the adventure we've been on today. Fate's episode now coming to a close, at least for now. One more episode on the way with Frosty Fosters. And again, Kyonic Cup, Side Games Cup, a few more competitions to decide who else will qualify for Arc World Tour competition. But Jade-Sue, it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you at this one.
Absolutely. Glad to hang with you on the mic. As always, Zero, but that's going to be the end of Granblue over here at CEOtaku. But make sure to stay tuned. We got some Guilty Gear Strive action for you guys in just a little bit. It's been an absolute joy, and we'll see you in a sec.
Later days.